and welcome to Harris Field here on the campus of Liberty Eylau High School, where we have a non-district matchup between the Liberty Eylau Leopards and the Vandals. I'm Tyler Huff, joined by Morgan Smith.
What's going on, guys?
And how you doing today, Morgan?
Man, doing good. It supposed to be a bunch of rain. Looks like we're gonna miss it, maybe.
Yeah, we got a little bit earlier, but glad it passed on through.
Yeah.
So we'll hopefully it'll hold over to later.
Big game tonight. Liberty Eylau taking on number 7 Vandals. And I think this is a game if Liberty Eylau could pull this out, they're going to be ranked top 10 in the state of Texas.
Yes, sir. And you have the Vandals who come in at 5-0 on the season. They're ranked the number 17 in the state in Division 4. Division 4A, Division 2, They're a part of District 7. And the Liberty Eylau Leopards come in at 3-1 on the season. They defeated the Waxahachie Life Mustangs last week, 54-10. And so that was a great performance by the Leopards, defensively and offensively, putting up 54 points. So hope to see an explosive display by the Leopards again tonight.
Yeah, so Liberty Eylau is going to be really tough on defense. They're not giving up a lot. Van's strengths, they're gonna be where they're supposed to be. The quarterback's great. They have a Division I wide receiver, which against any team, obviously that's an advantage. But against Liberty Eylau, 17 takeaways, 15 coming via interception.
Yeah.
A third of those returned for touchdown.
Yeah.
This is not going to be an easy game for Van. I mean, that number 7 ranking, they are ranked correctly. I mean, we sit there and look.
Right.
That's a good ranking for where they're at. But I see Liberty Eylau winning this game. I think it's going to come down to the fourth quarter. But we'll find out about a lot about Liberty Eylau tonight.
We will. And, as you said, Van is led by the quarterback and the 6'5" receiver. The quarterback, he has 75 for 127 passes he's completed this year. He has 1,034 yards, 19 touchdowns, and only 1 interception. So that Leopard defense, who has got many of interceptions this year, I think if they can continue that streak tonight and force him into making bad decisions and throwing some picks, I think they'll come out pretty decent. Yeah,
17 forced turnovers tells me that the defense is well coached. They're playing a lot of base defense, probably playing some man on the outside, safeties over the top. Getting a lot of pressure on the quarterback. I mean, we saw Greg London with 8 tackles for losses last week.
Yeah.
I mean, that's unheard of. He was Texarkana Game Day's Defensive MVP of the week. I actually have his trophy in his Smallwoods frame with me tonight to give to him. Shout out to him on that great game. But the Liberty Eylau Leopards, they're playing great football right now. And, I came out here tonight and I expect to see good football from them.
Yes, sir. And I do as well. And so we have a big matchup, as you said. So we'll see what the Leopards can do tonight. Just to give you a few key players for this ball game for the Liberty Eylau Leopards on the offensive side of the ball. They're led by quarterback number 10, Jaden Hampton. He's a junior. He has thrown for right over 500 yards this season. He has 5 passing touchdowns and 1 rushing. So I expect to see JJ throwing the ball a lot here tonight.
Yeah, one thing about JJ this year, he's making a lot smarter decisions with the football. I mean, I feel comfortable with the football in his hand. I don't feel like he's going to force something that he probably would have last year.
Right.
I feel like he's grown a little bit. Hands seem to be bigger, thus the less turnovers.
Right, absolutely. And the Leopards are using 2 running backs this year. Number 12, Marquarius Price, and number 25, Ahmad Hicks. Combined, they've rushed for over 500 yards and 9 touchdowns on the ground. And so I expect to see a heavy dose of those guys, especially if the weather plays a tend to factor tonight.
Yeah, hey, both kids could ball. Ahmad Hicks, I've been covering him for almost 2 years now. His body change, if you know anything about Ahmad Hicks, he was never an overweight kid as a running back, but he was a hefty running back.
Gotcha.
He's definitely changed his body type, and it's he's paying dividends on the football field. I'm proud of him.
And he looks good as well as Marquarius Price, and so I'm expecting a big game for both of those guys tonight as well. Defensively, the Leopards are led by linebackers number 9, Michael Riley, and number 11, Sean White. They're both seniors, and they are playmakers all over the field.
Oh, yeah,
man.
hey, Michael Riley, he's going to be a Power 5 guy. I would assume Sean White can absolutely ball. He has a chance to be Power 5 as well. And if I'm a running back, this is not really the defense on a night where it's wet that I want to be playing against. The defensive line is going to pressure on the quarterback. Now, looking at the eye test, Liberty Eylau, just in the eye test, no, it means nothing. But Liberty Eylau appears.
Tonight, Liberty Eylau starting lineup is
just off the size.
Size.
That was one thing that Coach Davis talked about is the size of their offensive line. He expects them to get a good push up front. And so, the Vandals, they do have a defensive tackle, number 6, KD Asterian. He's a pretty good-sized guy. He's 6'2", 230. He's a senior. He has 45 tackles on the year. 2 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and a fumble recovery for a touchdown. So he'll be active defensively, but I expect the Leopards' offensive line to get a good push on the inside.
I mean, Liberty Eylau's defense, as far as turnovers go, there's no way to verify this. They got to be top 5 in the state.
Absolutely,
I mean,
absolutely.
They probably are leading the state, but I tell you the stat that 5 or 6 return for touchdown, they have to be leading. The state
Yeah, and
defensive touchdowns.
like me and you kind of talked about the other day, you know, there's teams that sometimes don't even get that many turnovers in a season.
Yeah.
So to get it in the first 4 games of the year, that's a big attribute to the Leopard team here.
Main thing I'm liking to see, talking with Coach Davis, the team's getting better every single week.
Right.
Talking with the players, they're all bought in. They come to work, which I'm going to call practice work. They come to work with a purpose. They're getting better. Last game before district, and I'm sure everybody, every Leopard wants them to be ranked top 10 in the state. They win this game tonight, I think they'll be that.
Absolutely. And so just to give you a few keys to victory here for Liberty Eylau, I say they have to, as we said, they have to continue to force turnovers. They have 17 forced turnovers this season. A good chunk of those are for interceptions, a few fumbles, forced fumbles, and fumble recoveries. So if they continue to apply pressure to the quarterback, force those turnovers, get him to make errant throws, I think they will be pretty successful tonight. And another key to victory for the Leopards is control the line of scrimmage. As we said, Coach Davis talked about the size difference that the Leopards have on the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. So if they can get that push and even on the defensive side, get in the backfield and put pressure on quarterback number 7, Rainey, of the Vandals, I think the Leopards will have a pretty good chance to knock out this number 7 team here tonight.
I don't think they'll have any problem doing any of that.
No.
I think, with the 6'5" receiver, they'll have a corner on him playing man. I'm assuming they'll have Cal Jones over the top, which is leading the team in turnovers.
5 interceptions, yes, sir.
This game, there's several ways this game could go. If I had to guess, Van's going to have to establish a run game quick.
Yep.
That passing game is going to be irrelevant without that. Like any great receiver, we cover Longview. They have the number 1 wide receiver in the nation.
Right.
Kid's double covered every play.
Mm-hmm.
But, he's averaging 2 touchdowns a game. Now, he might only have 2 catches those games. Some of those guys are so good. This kid may be so good that he's going to get his.
Right.
But overall, if they're going to him constantly, Liberty Eylau is going to win this game.
Absolutely. So we'll take a short break here, and when we come back, we'll be ready for kickoff.
All right, appreciate it. I'll be back up at halftime.
All right, good deal. Appreciate you joining me. You're listening to Liberty Eylau Leopard Football on 107.1 KTFS and on Texarkana Game Day.
AmCare Clinic is seeking to change the way that multi-specialty medicine is delivered. We believe that a meaningful one-on-one relationship with our patients is at the core of every successful outcome. Our staff is ready to welcome you to our family expert providers. Our mission is to keep you healthy and live an enjoyable life.
And we welcome you back to Harris Field here on the campus of Liberty Eylau High School. And I'm Tyler Huff, fortunate to be joined by Earl Gill, my partner tonight. Earl, what's going on, buddy?
Man, Tyler, I'm so happy we're finally back. We're here at Harris Field. I call it the Mecca.
And here comes the weather.
And, I'm glad we're here. Last non-district game. This is a huge game in the state. It's a non-district game, but there's some implications here. Everyone in the state's watching this game. You got number
7.
Number 7.
Yeah, the number 7
coming
in the
in
state.
at number 15. Top 15 matchup in the state. This is a huge game.
It is, and so just to give you a history of these two teams, last season these teams faced off twice, once in the regular season and in the first round of the playoffs. Van won the first meeting 35-14 and the second matchup 35-0, so I'm sure the Leopards will be coming out amped up, ready to get revenge tonight.
Oh, yeah, they're looking for revenge, man. The get-back crew, for sure. But, this, like I said, once again, though, this is a non-district game. But I'm sure every single one of these kids remember what it felt like last year in the first round, taking that 35-0, 35 donut loss last year in Marshall. It was a long ride home for us all.
It was indeed. And so I'm expecting the guys to be amped up. I see them jumping up and down on the sideline as the Leopards and the Vandals both have taken the field. And we are getting set for the coin toss here at Harris Field.
At this time,
And the captains
please stand and direct your attention to the
are
flag
preparing,
at the
but
east
we're going to
end of
take
the
a
field.
short
The
break
national anthem
and
will be
tune in for
performed
the national
by the
anthem.
award-winning Liberty Yellow Band under the direction of Miss Stephanie Nelson.
Great job by the Leopard Band under the direction of Miss Stephanie Nelson and Mr. T. Randall Taylor. And so we appreciate the band for that performance. And we want to send a special shout out to our sponsors. Texarkana Game Day is brought to you by Conterra Networks, Greg Orr Auto Collection, Texarkana Physical Therapy, and Total Medical Supply. We appreciate each of you being proud supporters of Texarkana Game Day. We also want to send a big thank you to Chick-fil-A for providing a pregame meal for the coaching staff and some of the players. So thank you, Chick-fil-A, for your kindness.
And also Slim's Chicken for providing, lunch for the staff.
Yes, sir. And
That was
so
awesome. Thank you, guys.
shout out to those businesses, and we greatly appreciate you supporting Leopard football and Texarkana Game Day. And so the captains have taken the field for the coin toss for the Leopards. The captains are number 11, Sean White, number 3, Ian Jones, number 9, Michael Riley, and number 58, Orrin Gar. And for the Vandals, that's number 44, Ian Penna. That's number 4, the 6'5 receiver, Luka Konchev. That's number 7, the quarterback, Jackson Rainey. And I can't tell the 4th guy's number right now. I apologize, but hopefully we can catch a glimpse of it here in a second. That's number 2. Reed Johnson is the other captain for the Vandals. And so the coin toss has happened, and it looks as if the Vandals have won the toss, and they have elected to receive. And so the Leopards will kick off to start the ball game.
See, a lot of people look at, receiving the first half or second half as a plus minus, but I mean, I'm cool with our defense going out because, we're going to get after you.
Absolutely. And I always say, if it's me, if I'm the coach, which I'm not, but if it was me, I would defer to the second half. And so the Leopards defense will come out first. And this Leopard defense has been swarming all season long. They're a fast, active group, and I'm expecting to see a lot of activeness tonight as well.
Oh, yeah. We've been talking. Well, I personally have been talking to these young men all week. When I see them, like, hey, this is a big game, right? And I think they're all pretty much locked in. We're about to see if they're talkers or doers for sure.
Yes, sir. And so the Leopards are led in tackles by Greg London, the sophomore. He has 31 tackles on the season. Tracy Revels, the hard-hitting safety, he has 30 tackles and 1 interception so far this season. So they're the 2 leading tacklers for the Leopards. But there is a host of other Leopards who also come in on plays and make up the difference as well. So we're set for kickoff here at Harris Field. Cal Jones has the ball set on the tee. And it's up. And it's a high pooch kick. And it's going to be fielded right at about the 27-yard line. He's going to bring it out to the 40. So that's where the Vandals will take over 1st and 10.
Well, it's go time.
It's go time. So we get to see quarterback number 7, Jackson Rainey of the Vandals. He is an athlete. He's thrown for over 1,000 yards this season. He's their leading rusher with over 500 yards this season. And so we expect to see a heavy dose of him tonight.
I love to see the community members that we have here in the stands. It's pretty awesome. I see some school board members there antsy. See a couple principals there antsy. Here we go.
So there's a snap. He hands it off inside to his running back, number 15. That's Logan Fatigue, and he's going to be stopped right after a gain of about 3 yards.
Carrying the football. Taken down by number 4.
So it'll be 2nd and 7 for the Vandals.
That's a big receiver right here.
Yes, that's 6'5", number 4, Luka Konchev, this big receiver here. And so he's their leading receiver. Him and Rainey have a big portion of the Vandals' yards, and so I'm sure they'll be trying to get him open tonight.
Yeah, but he's on our best DB, so. Or one of our best DBs. Was that a flag on the play?
I didn't see one, but they're marking off yards, and so there is a penalty. And it's a short penalty. That's a weird-looking penalty. They didn't give us a call. I see the back judge here has the flag in his hand, so I guess he threw it from the back. But the Vandals have 1st and 5 from the 45-yard line. Rainey in the shotgun. Trips to his right, one receiver to his left. He throws it to number 12. It's caught, and he's hit hard. His helmet comes off. That's number 12, Braden Bradshaw of the Vandals.
Taking down my number.
I like the way we swarm to the ball right there. You love to see that, especially early on.
So number 11, Sean White in on the tackle for the Leopards.
2 for the Vandals.
2nd and 2 for the Vandals. 10 minutes, 40 seconds left here in the first quarter. Rainey's going to come out in the shotgun. He's joined in the backfield by number 25, John Richardson. Rainey takes the snap. He's going to hand it off inside Richardson. He's going to be tackled right at the first down marker, but he has enough.
Number 26.
He needed 2 yards. He got 3.
Taking down my number 7, Cal Jones.
So that'll move the chains. 1st and 10 for the Vandals. Cal Jones, number 7, in on the tackle for the
Result of
Leopards.
that play is a 1st and 10 at the Liberty Eylau 48-yard line.
So the Vandals have picked up their first down of the game after a Leopard penalty. And it's 1st and 10 from the 48. Rainey in the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back. He rolls out to the right under pressure. He's still running. He's going to throw it.
That's a pick, isn't it?
And it's intercepted.
Yes.
Number 7, Cal Jones.
Cal Jones.
Who else?
Big play.
Big play by the safety. Number 7, Cal Jones, who comes into the game with 5 interceptions, and that takes his total to 6.
And I'd like to say I called the interception before it happened. Did I not, Tyler?
You did.
Thank you.
And so Rainey was under pressure, and he made as much as he could out of the play, and he just throws it up. He had a receiver
He
open,
did have a guy open.
but Jones rotates over from his safety spots and intercepts the pass. So the Leopards take over 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Hampton drops back the pass. He dumps it off to his running back. He has room, and he's going to pick up enough for the first down, or they might mark him short. Let's see where they're going to move the chains. Great job there by number 12, Marquarius Price.
Yeah, MQ, he's really locked in and focused. I love to see that.
Yes, sir, and he's had a big season, him and Mr. Ahmad Hicks.
He has. I love to see MQ's focus in the way he's really been running hard-nosed downhill football.
So the Leopards are moving fast. Hampton in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his right. Sends one in motion. That's W.T. Jones. He's going to hand it off inside to Price. And Price is going to pick up a gain of 3 yards on the carry.
That's good. I'd rather go north than be going south.
Yes, sir.
So, as long as we're moving forward, we're all right.
After the gain of 3 yards, that brings up 2nd and 7 for the Leopards from the 37-yard line. 9 minutes left here in the first quarter. We're scoreless. Hampton in the shotgun. Sees the receiver in motion. He hands it off to him on a jet sweep. And he's going to be tackled in the backfield.
Yeah, he stopped. He stopped his movement there and kind of got caught up with everything.
He did, but great pursuit there by the Vandal defense.
That was great pursuit.
I think that's number 6, Chris Lewis, on the carry for the Leopards. And that is, and he's going to come out of the game. It's 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9. We got to come up with something. Hopefully Coach Harris has dialed up something. Keep the Vandals on their heels and we can get this first down and keep going.
So the Leopards come out with trips to the right. 1 receiver to the left. Hampton drops back the pass. He's going to throw it to the receiver on a screen pass, and it's almost intercepted by the Vandals. Woo! Close play there, but it falls incomplete, so it will bring up 4th down and 9 for the Leopards from the 35-yard line.
Yeah, it's just wasn't a good play. It's all right.
Tried a little screen pass there, and the Vandals read it. Made a great play and almost came away with an interception. So Cal Jones will come out to attempt the punt for the Leopards. Back deep to return for the Vandals. I really can't see his number right now, but we'll catch him here in just 1 second. And Jones gets the punt away. And it's going to take a Leopard roll inside the 15 all the way down to the 11-yard line.
That was a heck of a punt.
Heck of a punt by Jones.
Wow.
And he's had a few of those this season.
Wow. He literally, Cal Jones just flipped the field for the Leopards.
Exactly.
In football terms, it was called Riverside. He really just flipped the. Okay, so when things like that happen, if you have a punter that can do that,
he's dangerous.
That's about as good as any defense. You know what I'm saying? If you have to give the ball up, you want to give it up like that on the 11-yard line. And at least they have to go 89 yards to score.
Exactly, and so that's where the Vandals will take over from the 11-yard line, and Rainey, he's going to fake the handoff and keep it himself around the right side, and he's going to be pursued hard by the Leopards. That's number 7, and Cal Jones, number 1, Tracy Revels, forcing Rainey out of bounds after a gain of about 5 yards on the carry.
Was it 5 or 3?
That's about 3 yards, it looks like. Excuse me.
They were coming. I saw them. It was hot pursuit.
Great job there by the 2 safeties of the Leopards. So Rainey comes out in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Single back set. Takes the snap, drops back. He's going to dump it off to his running back on a little screen pass, and he has a little room around the left side, and he's going to pick up the first down.
He did.
28, Alex.
Great play there by the Vandals.
He's taken down by number 44.
Number 44
Results of that play
of the Leopards on the tackle. That's Keontae Featherson.
30-yard line.
Oh, yeah. He's making plays. That's what we need.
1st and 10 from the 31. 7:30 left here in the first quarter. We're still scoreless. Rainey in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off inside, and he's going to be met right at the line of scrimmage.
Met by a host of Leopards right there.
Taken down by number
That's number 28, Alex Zeifer,
17.
on the carry. Devon King of the Leopards with the stop. And that interior defensive line has been great all season long for the Leopards.
Glad to see that.
2nd and 9. Rainey looks to the sideline, gets the call. He's going to take the snap. He's going to roll. He's under pressure. He's going to just run. He throws it in. The Leopards were the closest ones to the ball. He was looking for number 4.
That looked like a block in the back.
It possibly was, but he was looking for his leading receiver, number 4, the 6'5", Luka Konchev. But he was under pressure, and it forced a bad throw there, so it's 3rd down and 10 for the Vandals.
Started at full 10. We're gonna
money down.
Well, this is money down. We're going to see what Coach Gomez is going to dial up here. This is a chess match, man. This is a heavily contested chess match.
Yes, sir. So Rainey, he looks to the sideline, gets the call. Takes the snap, low snap. He's going to drop back the pass. He's going to roll out to his right. He's under pressure. He's just going to take off running, and he's going to run out of bounds short of the first down. Great job there by the Leopards.
Number 13, Greg
forcing
London.
Him out of bounds. That's the super sophomore, number 13, Greg London.
He's a dog.
Yes, sir.
He's a dog. And that's a good 3 and out for the Leopards. 4th and 4, forcing a punt. Heck of a pursuit angle of Greg London. He was on him. Good job by the young dog, by the young pup.
4th and 4 for the Vandals. So they send out the punt team. Back deep to return for the Leopards is number 7, Cal Jones, and number 6, Chris Lewis. And Lewis fair catches the ball right at the 34-yard line. And the Leopards will take over 1st and 10 from there. With 6 minutes, 28 seconds left to go here in the first quarter.
Oh, yeah, that was almost a block punt.
So we have a Leopard offense who
1st and 10 on our own 34. We're going to be marching.
I'm sure this Leopard offense is excited to come out and on the second possession and try to put some points up on the board here.
6:28 left in the first. Oh.
So Hampton, and the snap falls on the ground, and he just jumps on it. So the Leopards will lose yards on 1st down.
Yeah. Can't keep going back.
So forces 2nd and 16 from the 28. So the Leopards, you got to clean up those snaps, and we got to make sure we limit our penalties as well tonight.
Oh, yeah, playing a program like Van, historically what they are, yeah, we got to for sure.
So Hampton drops back the pass. He dumps it off to number 12, Price. Price has room around the left side. He's going to go. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30. He's all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty Eylau. Marquez Price on a big play there from quarterback J. Hampton.
Hey, MQ was rolling on that. Had a boy MQ for scoring. Hey, 30. Hey, that was a heck of a
That's
run.
a 72-yard touchdown for number 12, Marquarius Price. So the Leopards will come out to attempt the extra point. Cal Jones is the kicker. His brother, W.T. Jones, is the holder. Number 30, Wyatt Klepper, is the deep snapper.
It's about explosive plays. If we can beat them on the explosive plays, you know, we can walk out of here how we want to. It's about explosive plays.
So the snap is back, the kick is up, and it's good. So with 5 minutes, 35 seconds left to go here in the first quarter, the Leopards lead 7-0. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Liberty Eylau Leopard Football on 107.1 KTFS and on Texarkana Game Day.
Not long ago, Samantha had to raise her hand to leave the classroom. Just like that, she had to decide her future. She knew she wanted to go to college, but she wasn't ready to choose her major. So she enrolled at Texarkana College. At a fraction of the cost of a university, Samantha can start on her basics while she decides what she wants to do with her future. Start here at Texarkana College. Not long.
Welcome back to Harris Field here on the campus of Liberty Eylau High School, where the Leopards lead the Vandals 7-0 here with 5 minutes and 35 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. So the Leopards had a 72-yard touchdown from number 12, Marquarius Price, on a pass from J.J. Hampton.
And a quick shout out to Texarkana Emergency Center. I see the balls that they donated to the school being thrown to the fans. Thank you to Dr. Young and Ms. Brooke Marshall over there. I appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. We want to send a great shout out to all of our great sponsors: Texarkana Emergency Center, Conterra Networks, Red River Federal Credit Union, Commercial National Bank, Millway Federal Credit Union, and all of our other sponsors. We are greatly appreciative of you supporting Texarkana Game Day and Liberty Eylau Leopard Football. So the Vandals come out first and 10 from the 25-yard line. This Leopard defense have forced a turnover and a 3-and-out on the past 2 series. And so let's see what they can do here on the 3rd series of the game for the defense. And there's a penalty on the first play, and it's false start against the Vandals. So it will move them back 5 yards.
They can go that way. They can go that way. They can go that way all night.
We'll take that, huh?
Oh, yeah.
So it'll be 1st and 15 from the 20.
I hear the band rocking over there.
They're getting it.
I love that.
The band, the Dazzlers, the cheerleaders, they're all here active tonight. And we want to send a special shout out to all of them for all that they do.
We love the clubs at Liberty Eylau.
So Rainey, the ball's on the ground, and he's going to jump down on it, and he's going to lose about a yard or 2 on that. So it'll be 3rd and 17 for the Vandals.
Second.
Or second, excuse me. Yeah, there was a penalty. That's my bad. Yeah, excuse me. That's 2nd down.
Man, we didn't have a pep rally today, and I talked to Coach Davis about it. He said, I want everybody dialed in. I was like, wow, I love that. We'll have one next week for any community members that would like to come out, if they're allowed to come out. Or students that are listening, we'd love to have you there. Or, you're going to be there anyways. But
We get what you mean, buddy. So Rainey's going to roll to his right. He's going to be under pressure. So he's going to just take off this time, and he's going to be forced out of bounds by number 13, Greg London, and number 11, Sean White. And he's going to be short of the 1st down. So it's going to be 3rd and 5 for the Vandals.
Got about 12 yards on that little scramble. He's elusive.
He is, and he's their leading rusher. So, I mean, it tells you a lot about him, huh?
I can see why. He's elusive back there. He looks like a little lanky Lamar Jackson moving around out there.
3rd and 4.
His little feet be moving, man.
He does. 3rd and 4 from the 30-yard line. 4 minutes, 44 seconds left here in the first quarter. Rainey's joined in the backfield by number 28. That's Alex Zeifer. And he's going to fake it to Zeifer, and he's going to just take off. And he's going to pick up enough for the 1st down, but he's going to be forced out of bounds by number 9, Michael Riley of the Leopards. So great decision there by the quarterback, Rainey, just to take off under pressure.
Yeah,
And he's obviously been doing that all season long.
It's like his first instinct is to run.
Exactly.
Like,
He's a real dual threat quarterback.
Yeah, he's taking off. Like, this is wild. I hope our cornerback gets over there in time. But yeah, he's taking off, man. Like, he gonna say down, say hut, and take off.
The ball's on the ground, but he picks it up and he hands it off inside to his tailback Zeifer, and he's gonna pick up about 4 yards on first down.
Tripped up by number 44, Featherson.
Number 44, Keontae Featherson, makes the tackle for the Leopards. Also in on the tackle is number 11, Sean White. So great job there by the seniors. 2nd and 5 for the Vandals. Actually going to be 6. The ball is on the 49-yard line. 4 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Rainey going to hand it off inside to Zeifer, and Zeifer is going to be tackled right after a gain of about 3 yards on second down.
By Sean White.
Number 11, Sean White,
Featherson.
in again on the tackle.
And Keontae Featherson assisted as
That'll bring
well.
up third down for the Vandals.
Great job again by the seniors.
Oh, the senior leadership is flowing here, man. It's exuding itself right now. You just throughout campus.
And that's what you need if you are this Leopard football team. And big words there by you, elaborate vocabulary.
Hey, that's that University of Arkansas education.
Mama paid for it, got to use it, huh?
Oh, yeah.
And third down, and the Leopards are going to make a huge stop, and the ball comes out, and the Leopards pick it up. And so on third down, Zeifer takes the handoff from his quarterback, Rainey. He's stuffed, and he fumbles. And it's going to be recovered by the Leopard defense, who has forced their second turnover here on the night. That's added
Remember what I said about
to that
explosive.
stat that they had. They came in with 17 turnovers. That's 19 on the season.
Remember the explosive plays I was
Exactly.
talking about.
And that's one of the keys of the games we talked about.
that's
Continue
one
to
of them.
force turnovers.
That's one of them. Got to score, though. Got to get pay dirt.
Absolutely.
Getting pay dirt. We're good.
And so we have a quarterback change for the Leopards. Number 7, quarterback Cal Jones, who has already caught an interception defensively. He's in at quarterback. 1st and 10 from the 48. He sends a receiver in motion. He fakes the handoff. He's going to drop back the pass. He has a receiver, and it's just a little too short for his receiver to get his hands on it. That was intended for number, I can't really tell there. Looks like 12. Yeah, that is 12. His tailback, Macquarius Price. And Jones was under pressure, and he took a lick back there. And so he's going to come out, and quarterback J.J. Hampton is going to come back into the ball game.
He did take a lick. I hope he's all right.
Yeah, I do as well. He took a good shot. He's walking off the field under his own power, and Hampton will come back in on second down. 3 minutes, 15 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. The Leopards lead 7-0. And Hampton's going to hand it off to Price around the left side, and he's going to be tackled in the backfield for a loss of about 2 or 3 yards there.
Number 21, Hullum, and number 14, Bo Barton.
Great defense there by
down for the Leopards.
the Vandal defense. That's their leading tackler, number 14, Bo Barton, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
3rd and 13. Hopefully Coach Alex Harris is up there cooking in the pot.
And it was 2nd and 16 on the last play when we scored. So let's see what we can do here on 3rd and 13.
See what he dials up. Hopefully Kyle Jones is all right. I see him pacing up and down the sidelines.
So Hampton comes out in the shotgun. He takes the snap, drops back the pass. He's under pressure, going to roll to his right. He throws it in. It's caught. Great catch by number 3, Ian Jones of the Leopards.
First down. That was a dart.
It was, and our 10 up here in the window kind of threw us off.
That was a dart.
It was
a dart right there.
Great pass and a great catch by Jones to move the chains for the Leopards on 3rd and 16. So it's 1st and 10 from the 35.
Quiet as kept. JJ is really, he's really thrown a lot of great passes this season. Looking at his total film, he's thrown some darts.
He's going to hand it off inside to Price, and Price is going to pick up 2 yards on first down. 2nd and 8 from the 33-yard line. So Hampton and the Leopard offense looks to the sideline, gets the call. They're going to get set, and let's see what the Leopards decide to do here on 2nd and 8. Hampton going to roll out. He's under pressure, and he's just going to throw it away. So great decision there by J.J. to throw it away and avoid a sack.
Pass incomplete. Thunderbird got third about 8.
Third and 8 for the Leopards from the 33-yard line. They lead 7-0 here with 1:30 left here in the first quarter.
It's a money down. It's a big down right here.
And so they're at this crazy spot in the field here. You know, they're out of punt range, and so we'll see what they do on third down, and hopefully we can pick up the first down. So Hampton comes out with trips to his right, single receiver to his left. He drops back the pass. He's going to throw it, and it's interference. It is. So there's a flag. He was looking for his receiver, number 3, Ian Jones again. That's number 2, excuse me, Caden Cooper. And the defender got there a little early for the Vandals, number 2, Reed Johnson. He did. Took him all the way off his feet, so that'll tack on some yardage for the Leopards.
Give a big shout out to my man Cam, behind the cam. Back there working the boards for us.
Shout out to my guy. So the Leopards will pick up a first down after the penalty, and the penalty will move the football, all the way to the 24-yard line of the Leopards. They'll take over 1st and 10 from there. Hampton in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff inside. He's going to roll out to his right under pressure. He throws it, and it's caught on a crazy throw there by Hampton as he was going to the ground. He just shovels it forward to his receiver, and he makes a great catch there.
I know JJ likes to be called Patty Jackson, so I'll give him that time. That was a Patty Jackson.
Patty Jackson throw. And great catch there by number 3, Ian Jones of the Leopards.
Another one of our super seniors that we have that are balling. We appreciate Ian and his hard work he's put in.
He's been a part of this program for a while. I feel like I heard his name for years.
He has. And he deserves the fruits of his labor right now, for sure.
So the Leopards come out in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the left, single receiver to the right. Hampton's going to fake the handoff, roll it out to the left. He's going to be under pressure, and he's just going to throw it back across the field as he's hit. He's hit hard as well by the Vandal defense. So we need to make sure those are not late hits, because they're hitting us a little bit after we throw the ball, I see. The ref doesn't throw the flag, so it's going to force 3rd and 6 for the Leopards from the 20-yard line. 39 seconds left here in the first quarter. The Leopards lead 7-0. Driving to hopefully get another score.
Is that Hampton still?
That's still Hampton, yes, sir.
Okay, good.
2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. He's joining the backfield by his tailback Price. He looks. He has a receiver. It's caught. It's Cooper. He's into the end zone for a Liberty Eylau touchdown.
That's an early touchdown. We're up 14.
We're up number 2, Caden Cooper on a 20-yard reception from number 10, quarterback J.J. Hampton.
It's a big-time score for Cooper. I like that.
Absolutely. And the Leopards extend their lead to 13 with the extra point pending. So Cal Jones will come out to kick. His brother W.T. Jones is the holder. Wyatt Klepper is the deep snapper. Snap is back. Kick is up, and it's no good this time. So with 28 seconds left in the first quarter, the Leopards lead 13-0. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Liberty Eylau Leopard Football on 107.1 KTFS and on Texarkana Game Day.
Welcome to Texarkana Magazine,
where everyone is famous in their hometown.
Every month, we have the privilege of interviewing guests and sharing their inspiring stories with you.
You can find Texarkana Magazine at many locations around town. Look for us on the first of each month, where we publish a new print issue, and online every Tuesday.
We'd love to connect with you. Check us out online at txkmag.com and follow us on social media.
Stay famous, Texarkana.
And we welcome you back to Harris Field, where the Leopards lead 13-0 here with 28 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. And we had a 20-yard touchdown reception from number 2, Caden Cooper, from number 10, quarterback Jaden Hampton. So the Leopards come out ready to kick off. Number 7, Cal Jones, is set to kick. And it's a deep kick, and it's going to be fielded at about the 6-yard line by number 22, DeMarcus Stenton of the Vandals. And he's going to have room around the left side. He's going to be hit hard by the Leopards.
Number 22 on the return.
He didn't fumble, but he was hit hard.
He's hit hard by number 13, Greg London.
Oh, that's who it is, huh? Number 13, the super sophomore, Greg London, with a booming hit. So, great job there by Mr. London, and the Vandals will take over 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line.
I know Greg London hit him for Mr. Mika London on that one.
Rainey in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left. His tailback is lined up in the backfield on the left side of him as well. 16 seconds left to go here in the first quarter, so this might be the last play of the quarter. So Rainey's going to hand it off around the left side to his tailback, and he's going to pick up the first down. He's still going to be running all the way down to about the 45-yard line. And so great carry there by the tailback.
And number 21.
I think that's number 22. I can't really tell from here of the Vandals. 7 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. I was hoping that was the final play, but
this has been a lengthy first quarter.
It has.
And the ball's been on the ground. I don't understand this.
So Rainey comes out in the shotgun, sends 2 receivers to his right. He's going to hand it off inside to the tailback, and he's going to be stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. That's number 28, Zypher on the carry. Mr. Crabtree, Cortland Crabtree, in on the tackle, number 55 of the Leopards. And that's how the first quarter will end. And so at the end of 1, the Leopards lead the Vandals 13-0.
It's Riverside time.
So we'll take a short break, 30-second break. You're listening to Leopard Football on 107.1 KTFS and on Texarkana Game Day.
A shield against the elements. Comfort in the midst of chaos. Shelter in the aftermath of destruction. For 75 years, Shelter Insurance has remained true to our promise to be there when you need us most. This is the heartbeat of our company, our why. Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life.
In Arkansas, see Brian Bolt for a free insurance review.
And we welcome you back to Harris Field, where the Leopards lead the Vandals 13-0 here at the beginning of the second quarter. And the Vandals take over 2nd and 10 from the 44-yard line. So we want to send a shout out to our sponsors, Conterra Networks, Greg Orr Auto Collection, Texarkana Physical Therapy, and Total Medical Supply. We appreciate each of you for being proud supporters of Texarkana Game Day. So Rainey's going to dump it off on a screen pass to his tailback, Zypher, and Zypher's going to have a lot of room around the left side, and he's finally going to be brought down at the 28-yard line. He was, and he had a lot of room to go, and he's finally brought down by number 52 of the Leopards, Peyton Page. He did, so he must have ran a long way from his defensive line spot to come make that tackle.
Peyton Page picked him up.
1st and 10 for the Vandals from the 28-yard line. Rainey. He's going to hand it off again to Zypher, and Zypher's going to be tackled in the backfield. That's a great tackle by the defensive lineman there of the Leopards.
Number 50. And number 56, Devin King.
That's number 57, excuse me, Kanye Fedrick. Great job, number 57. And Devon King is well in on the tackle for the Leopards. So he loses 2 yards on first down, forces 2nd and 12.
Like I said, they can go backwards all night. We love that here.
Rainey looks to the sideline, gets the call. Takes the snap, low snap. He's under pressure. He's going to roll out to his right. And he's just going to take off, and he's going to be tackled. Great open field tackle there by the Leopard defender.
Rainey on the carry.
Took out a
Second down,
line
number
judge.
9, Michael Riley.
Took
The
out
chain guy.
Third down.
Took out a couple players over there.
So number 9, Michael Riley,
Heck
with
of
a
a
great open field tackle as the quarterback, number 7, Rainey, took off, and he's an athlete. So great job there by Mr. Riley.
3rd and 12. You know what we say about third downs here. The money down.
It's 3rd and 10, actually.
3rd and 10. Okay, I'm sorry.
You're fine. We all make mistakes, buddy.
Hey, players mess up sometimes.
Oh, man. The ball is on the 28-yard line. So, Rainey, another low snap, and it's going to
Are they just
be blown dead.
Are they just dribbling the ball off the ground?
It's a lot of low snaps there by the Vandals. So it's delay of game against the Vandals. So it'll bag them up.
Start against the Vandals.
Excuse me, false start. He gave the wrong. I don't know if the announcer said it wrong or if the ref gave the wrong signal or what it was, but they say it's false start, but he gave the delay of the game signal. So we'll call it false start. 3rd and 15 from the 33. Leopards lead 13-0 against the number 17 in the state, the Vandals. Rainey, another low snap, and he's going to just take off this time around the right side, and he trips up, and he's going to be forced out of bounds at about the original line of scrimmage.
He ran out of bounds. My number
Got to give a quick shout out to LaMichael James. He just sent me a DM. Shout out to LaMike for watching.
Shout out LaMichael James. He signed a poster for my classroom, so I want to tell him publicly, thank you, man, for that. Him and all the rest of the guys who did that for me. So
oh, yeah.
Shout out to him, Leopard legend.
Oh, yeah, he's one of them for sure.
4th down and 9 for the Vandals. The ball is on the 27-yard line. 9 minutes, 35 seconds left to go here in the 4th down, and the Vandals are going to go for it on 4th down. And Rainey, it's another low snap, but he has a receiver this time, and it's his big target, number 4, Luka Konchev.
He got upended right then.
He did. So he finally finds the 6'5", 200-pound receiver who is the second leading playmaker for the Vandals outside of the quarterback, Rainey.
That plays a 1st and 10.
Yeah, just gotta keep pressing.
So that was a 4th down conversion for the Vandals, and it'll move the chains 1st and 10 from the 12. And this time, Rainey's going to hand it off inside to his tailback, Zypher, and Zypher's going to be inside the 5-yard line all the way down to the 4.
I thought he reached pay dirt on that.
He was close. So great job there by Jones, number 27, W.T. Jones, on the stop.
Well, that clock's ticking. Let's see if we can do something here.
Timeout, Leopards.
And the Leopards will take a timeout. So we'll take a 30-second timeout as well. You're listening to Leopard Football on 107.1 KTFS and on Texarkana Game Day.
AmCare Clinic is seeking to change the way that multi-specialty medicine is delivered. We believe that a meaningful one-on-one relationship with our patients is at the core of every successful outcome. Our staff is ready to welcome you to our family expert providers. Our mission is to keep you healthy and live an enjoyable life.
Welcome back to Harris Field here on the campus of Liberty Eylau High School, where the Leopards lead the Vandals 13-0 here with 9 minutes left to go here in the first half. And we want to send a shout out to our radio sponsors. Liberty Eylau Leopards radio broadcast is brought to you by Liberty Eylau High School, Texarkana College, Red River Federal Credit Union, Texarkana Emergency Center, Smiles of Arkansas, and The Dugout. We appreciate each of you for being proud supporters. So this time, Rainey takes the snap, and it's fumbled. The handoff is fumbled, and I think the Vandals are fortunate enough to hop back on it. So they hand it off to their big tailback this time. That's number 6, K.D. Ertzine, who is also a defensive lineman. And he fumbles on the exchange, and it forces third and about 1 for the Vandals. Ball is on the 4-yard line. Rainey in the shotgun. I wouldn't be surprised to keep it. Him to keep it, he does. It's a low snap, but he picks it up and he gets across the goal line for a Van Vandal touchdown. So the Vandals are on the board for the first time tonight.
First time tonight, second quarter, 8 minutes left. They got on the board. I mean, the bleeding's not, it's not, all is not lost.
It's not, and so Van had a nice drive there, made a couple fourth down conversions. And finally, Mr. Rainey finds the end zone himself. So with 8 minutes left to go here in the first half, the Leopards lead 13-7. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Leopard Football on 107.1 KTFS and on Texarkana Game Day.
Providing excellent customer service while keeping everyone safe is a top priority here at State Bank. We are making your banking experience safer and easier with our new curbside banking program. Almost anything you need to do inside the branch can now be accomplished with curbside banking. Need to open an account, pick up a debit card, or hands-on help with mobile banking? Just pull into a designated curbside spot, call the number on the sign, and a State Bank team member will come assist you quickly. We are excited to bring you this convenience and are thankful to serve you. Your family, your bank, State Bank.
To the Leopards, back deep to return for the Leopards is number 6, Chris Lewis, and number 3, Ian Jones. And the kick is a high kick by number 28 of the Vandals, and it's fielded right at about the 29-yard lines for the Leopards. And he's going to have room here around the right side, and he's going to be hit hard there by number 2 of the Vandals. And so great return there by number 21, Michael Walker, who made the most out of what he could on that return. So great return there.
Oh, yeah, that was a really good return by Mike Walker.
So he brings it out to about the 47-yard line, and that's where the Leopards will take over 1st and 10. So Hampton is still in at quarterback. So let's see what he can do here on this drive. So he sends Jones to the left side, trips to the left, single receiver to the right. He hands it off to his tailback, and he's going to have a gain of 3 yards on 1st down. That's Price on the carry. Number 21, Braden Hullum of the Vandals in on the tackle.
Yeah, I'm just sitting back taking it all in, watching it all unfold.
It is an exciting game, a big matchup here, and the Leopards are leading 13-7 with the ball. And so Hampton's going to have a little option. This time he's going to toss it out to number 27. That's W.T. Jones. And Jones is going to pick up a gain of maybe a yard or 2 on 2nd down. Picks up 2 to force up 3rd and 6 for the Leopards. 6 minutes, 57 seconds left here in the first half. And we want to send a special shout out to our scoreboard sponsor. The scoreboard you're looking at is sponsored by Commercial National Bank. And so we want to thank Commercial National Bank for being the proud sponsor of the scoreboard. Hampton drops back to pass. He dumps it off to his tailback, and he bobbles the catch, and it's going to be incomplete. So that'll force 4th down for the Leopards.
Pass was incomplete. Jennifer Price. Depending on the play with Hull.
So the Leopards will send out the punt team.
That'll bring up 4th down for the Leopards.
And number 7, Cal Jones, will come out to punt. Back deep to return for the Vandals. as I believe that's number 15 or 25. I can't tell just yet. But we'll catch him here that's 22, the same guy from the kickoff return, DeMarcus Stinnett. So Jones gets a good punt off again, and Stinnett is going to fair catch it right at about the 23-yard line.
We have to put a plug on the big plays. We have to stop the bleeding here. If you're a Leopard fan, you want to see a 3 and out, and let's get the ball back heading into halftime.
So the Vandals take over 1st and 10 from the 22 with 6 minutes, 20 seconds left to go here in the first half.
Desiree and Big Jake's Barbecue.
So it's been,
We'd also like to thank,
I guess you could kind of say, a defensive ball game. I mean, we have 20 total points on the board through, a quarter and a half, but, you haven't had too many exciting offensive plays.
No, you haven't. But if you're a Leopard fan, you like where we're at right now.
You do. So the Leopard defense come out hoping to force a 3 and out, as you just said. And Rainey, the snap, he fakes the handoff and keeps it himself around the left side, and he's going to have room. He's to midfield, and finally he's going to run out of bounds at about the 45-yard line before he knew he was going to be met by Tracy Rebels if he didn't run out of bounds.
He saw it coming. He didn't want to end up on the internet.
He did not. So he'll actually run out at the 47, and they'll take over 1st and 10 from there. Clock stops at 6:15 here in the second quarter.
There's going to be a boom over there. For sure.
Rainey. Oh, he faked the handoff. He wanted to throw it out on a screen pass, and he's going to be sacked. Great job there. By, is that number 9?
The keepers brought down in the backfield by number 9.
It is.
Mike Riley.
The Leopards' leading defender, number 9, Michael Riley. Great job there by Mr. Riley.
And the reason why that was a big play, because that 23 yards that he just gained,
he lost it back.
We got a little bit of that back.
Most of that back for sure. And it was just a mishap on the play. He faked the handoff inside to his receiver. To his running back. He wanted to dump it off to his receiver on the little screen pass outside, but he fumbled it, and bobbled it, and it didn't work. So he took off and sacked by Riley. Great job there. 2nd down, 22.
2nd and 22. You like where we're at with that, and the ball's up.
It's intercepted.
Oh, wow.
Great job there by Sean White.
How many takeaways is that for our Leopard defense?
20. That makes 20 this season. They came in with 17. They forced 3 tonight.
A 20 ball?
2 interceptions, 1 forced fumble, and a fumble recovery tonight. That's 20 total interceptions. 20 total turnovers this season.
20?
Yes.
We're riding Dubs over here in the
20 through 5 games. This is the 5th game.
I like that.
That's crazy.
I like that.
And as Morgan said, yeah, pretty much. Morgan said, hey, you're probably leading the state in that category.
You should be.
I don't know the stats, but man, come on. I don't know anybody with 20 turnovers.
I don't either.
So the Leopards,
they got it.
They do. They got it.
They got it.
So they take over 1st and 10 from the 27, and Cal Jones is in at quarterback this time.
We need another explosive play. We just have one. We have to double back on another one.
Great job by the Leopard defense to get the ball back to this offense in short field position here. So Jones, he's going to fake the handoff inside, and he keeps it, and he's going to be tackled in the backfield for a loss of about a yard on 1st down. So this Leopard defense kind of got me amped up, man. My words got twisted and everything, man. I said, wow.
Oh, they got me amped up too, man. I've been amped up all week. I've been waiting for this.
And that's what we talked about in the pregame, man. This defense has to force turnovers. Force Rainey, who has only thrown 1 pick this year. He has 2 tonight. He's thrown more interceptions tonight than he has all year. So great job by the defense. So Jones is going to throw it out on a screen pass, and it's going to be a little low to the receiver, number 21, Michael Walker.
21 Walker.
Going to bring up 3rd and 11. 4 minutes, 36 seconds left to go here in the first half. The Leopards lead 13-7 with the ball.
Got to get a little closer. Maybe if we don't get it in, maybe we can get that field goal.
Yeah, Cal has a leg, so we'll see what happens here. So Jones is going to fake the handoff. He rolls out and throws it. It's caught by, I believe that's Walker. It is. It's Walker, and he has a few yards on third down. Not enough for the first down, but he gets it to about 4th and about 5 or so. It's 4th and 4 on 4th down.
We're going for the field goal?
And it looks like it. The field goal team is going to come out, which is rare of this Leopard team historically.
I will say this, we knocked this down. It's a 2-possession game.
So Cal Jones is going to come out to attempt the kick. And it's going to be just a little short, so it's no good. So the Leopards missed the field goal, and the Vandals will take over 1st and 10 from the 20.
Our defense is playing. So, I mean, we're not in a bad spot. Our defense, man, we know what they can do. They've shown us what they can do. We just have to keep it up.
Yeah, got to keep forcing turnovers, keep putting the pressure on number 7, Rainey. And, you know, I think we'll be okay. Got to put some more points on the board, though.
Oh, we got to do that to win.
Got to add to the cushion. So the Vandals come back out on offense, 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. 3 minutes, 54 seconds left here in the first half. Rainey is going to hand it off inside, and his tailback has a few yards on first down to the 27-yard line.
Number 11, Sean White.
Number 11, Sean White, is in on the tackle for the Leopards. Got to the 28, excuse me, so it's 2nd and 3. Rainey is going to hand it off inside again to his tailback, and he has room. He's going to be tackled in the open field. That's number 28, Alex Zeifer, on the carry for the Vandals.
3 minutes. 3 minutes on the clock. Time's ticking.
The tailback has a little burst.
Well, we just got to keep them out of the end zone.
That's it.
Especially with this on this drive. We have to keep them out of the end zone.
So the Vandals are moving offensively here on this drive. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Rainey bobbles the snap, rolls to his right. He's just going to take off this time. And he makes a move on the defender, and he's finally going to be pushed out of bounds short of the 50-yard line, right at the 49-yard line.
That's a good play.
Great job there by the quarterback, and he just busts the move on the defender in the open field. Looked good. 2nd and 3 for the Vandals. Rainey going to hand it off inside again to his tailback, and he's going to be tackled right after a gain of about a yard on 2nd down. Number 58, Oren Gar, in on the tackle for the Leopards. 3rd and 1. Big down here.
Money down. This is where you make your name at.
And I would not be surprised to see the quarterback here.
It looks like he's about to take off running.
You might hand it off inside. You know, they've been doing that a lot here on this drive.
I don't know.
Let's see. What'd I tell you?
Oh, he did.
He hands it off inside, and Zeifer picks up just enough for the first down. Picks up 3 yards. He only needed 1.
Number 26.
So that'll move the chains
on
3rd down.
Number 11, White.
That wasn't Zeifer this time. That was number... I can't tell who that was on the carry. I missed it, but excuse me, whoever it was. My bad. So the Vandals have 1st and 10 from the 45 with 1:38 left here in the first half. Trailing the Leopards 13-7. Rainey is going to roll to his right. He has a receiver. He's going to be boomed by number 1. Tracy Revels. He was looking for number 4, Luka Kutchev, his leading receiver, the 6'5", 200-pound receiver in Tracy laid a lick on him. I bet Tracy's been waiting on that one.
Oh, man, he's been injured. That young man, he has to walk off the field. I hate to see that.
I do too. I hate to see that, man, but
he was folded up.
What a hit by Tracy.
It was the.
I'm sure if he caught it, he probably would have fumbled.
Yeah, he was folded.
He did. 2nd and 10 for the Vandals from the 45-yard line.
Good play by our stud DB on the back end.
So Rainey is going to dump it off on a little screen pass there to his tailback. He picks up enough for the first down. Great effort there by number 21, Braden Hullum.
First and 10 at the Leopard 34-yard line.
21 for us?
No, for them. That was on the carry.
Sorry. I'm just looking at this time clock. Tick, 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 tick. We got a minute left. Oh, there you go.
1st and 10 for the Vandals. Ball spotted on the 34. Let's see if the Vandals take a shot here with the time ticking. Rainey drops back to pass. He looks. He overthrows his receiver.
Incomplete pass.
So it's incomplete. Number 12 was the intended receiver, Braden Bradshaw. He had him, just overthrew him. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Vandals. So this Leopard defense, let's see if they can hold the Vandals.
Moves them backwards.
And they get a penalty, yes. The Vandals get a penalty, and it'll move them a lot of yards back. I guess it's a personal foul. They move back 15 yards.
Oh, wow. They're on the 50.
So I don't know what
49.
the penalty was here, but they move.
2nd and 25.
A great deal of yardage back. So they didn't give us a call, but we'll take it.
Oh, yeah, we'll take that every single time. Hopefully we can get another one.
So it's 1st and 25, and we have movement along the Vandal line. So it's false start against the Vandals. They lose another 5 yards, and it's 2nd and 30.
2nd and 30.
Your lights are on.
Minus 4 years of me, 2nd down and 30.
So they went from 1st and 10 to 2nd and 30.
30 ball.
It's crazy.
Oh, we love it, though. That's Leopard football.
So we have a timeout here on the field by the officials.
They might throw another penalty flag.
I think I guess the Vandal coach had a question or something, but we'll resume play here.
You lose 40 yards like that fast, I'd have some questions too. Like, hey, man, hold on.
Woo.
We were down here almost in the red zone.
They
now
were.
On the other side of the field. Come on now.
So it's 2nd and 30 from the 44.
The Vandals look over and get the call. Switch their defense, call that audible.
So Rainey fakes the handoff inside. He's under pressure, and he's going to be sacked. Great job there by the Leopard defensive line.
Oh, yeah. I saw it happen. I saw the play unfolding. He had nowhere to go in a hurry.
So that's number 57, Kanye Fedrick in on the sack, assisted by number 11, Sean White.
Ye has been balling this game.
Great job there by the seniors.
12 seconds.
12 seconds left here in the first half. Rainey, he's going to hand it off inside to Zypher. Zypher is going to pick up a few yards, but not enough for the first down, and that's how the first half will end. So at the end of the first half, the Leopards lead 13-7. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with some halftime stats. You're listening to Leopard Football on 107.1 KTFS and on Texarkana Game Day. amped to put up some points. And so we'll take about a 5-minute break or so, and when we come back, we'll be back with more halftime here from Harris Field. You're listening to Leopard Football on 107.1 KTFS.
Van High School is proud to present the Mighty Vandal Marching Band. At this time, we would like to feature our 2021 award-winning twirler line as they perform to Fireball. Drum majors for the band are seniors Nathaniel Murray and Timon Ovard. Tuba soloist is Casey Coffey. The Mighty Vandal Band will now perform its 2021 UIL competition show, a military-style bass drill on tradition with dignity and pride. Tonight, the band will perform to Parade of the Champions Fanfare, Glorious America March, the Drum Major March, When Johnny Comes Marching Home, and Battle Hymn.
much, man. And just to give you some team halftime stats from the first half. First downs, the Vandals picked up 11 first downs. Liberty Eylau only picked up 4. Rushing yardage, the Vandals had 27 carries for 130 yards. The Leopards had 8 carries for -3 yards. The Leopards have 130 passing yards. The Vandals have 73 passing yards on 5 of 10 passing with 2 interceptions. So Mr. Rainey, who came in with 1 interception all season long, he's thrown more tonight than he had all year.
Man, the athletes in the defensive backfield for Liberty Eylau are on another level. I said pregame, Van has a true number 7 ranking, and I said we'll find out tonight what Liberty Eylau is made of. Now that statistic, the first down statistic, is a little bit misleading because most of these possessions, other than a kickoff, has been, they've been starting on short field, and they scored quick. So. Evenly matched football game. Liberty Eylau is doing exactly what we expected. I didn't expect 3, turnovers in the first half, but big players show up.
So Cal stepped up with a big one early from his safety position, making that his 6th interception on the season. He's been a big playmaker all year long, and so he has one. Mr. Sean White has another, making his 2nd on the season, as he had, I think, one against Atlanta. Yeah, he had one against Atlanta. Michael Riley has a sack in this ball game.
Big time sack.
Kanye Fedrick has a few sacks, a few tackles in the backfield.
Featherson had a big tackle for loss.
Tracy Revels laid the boom on that 6'5" receiver.
Yeah, man, he doesn't look 6'5" to me when he's out there, but I know everybody lies about the height a little bit. We got a legend watching right now, man. Michael James just tuned in.
James, yes sir.
So, Michael, saw he's opening a new burger joint. I'm not sure where, but I saw somewhere today he was doing that. Shout out to him. Hope he does well.
Yes, sir.
Always nice to have somebody like him from Texarkana go off, see them do big things and doing well, even after athletics.
Absolutely.
But the Liberty Eylau football team, man, it's night and day from last season. They're playing great football, doing the right things. There's not been, I don't think they've had a single flag thrown against them this entire game.
Yeah, I don't think so either. And that's a big part of the movement here of this Leopard team. The first game against Pine Tree, that was one of the killers there. They lost 25-0, but the score was worse than it sounds. A lot of it was penalties, turnovers, and those type of things will lose you a ball game, and that's what happened there in that ball game. And ever since the Leopards have cleaned those mistakes up, they've been on a roll here this season, and I hope they can continue to progress in the upward trajectory, and I expect them to do that. And so just to give you a few area scores from around the 4 states area, you have West Sabine leading Overton 28-12 at halftime. Texas High is leading Hallsville 23-10 in the second quarter.
That surprises me. I thought this would have been a
blowout or something. Huh?
And it'll probably turn out to be a blowout, but I thought they'd have put up 35 or so in the first half.
Right.
So weather must be playing a factor. And then, of course, it is what it is. Hallsville is not good right now.
No.
And, good coaching. You're not going out there trying to win. You're going out there trying not to get blown out, which is probably exactly what's happening. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But they're probably holding on to that ball in every second thinking.
They're more of a baseball school now, huh?
But they did win a state championship in baseball last year. In Texas, you can never be a baseball school.
That's true.
They just built that brand new stadium. I don't know if you've been to it. I mean, everything's state of the art. The basketball stadium, or the basketball arena, football stadium, baseball stadium. It's all state of the art. It's really nice. But, sometimes you're just not good.
Right.
And it's nobody's fault. Right now, they're just not good.
And that's the case,
Sometimes you don't have the players.
Exactly. And so, I hope things get better for Hallsville because historically, they have a pretty decent name. They're a well-known team here in East Texas.
Oh, you're making stuff up.
You're more from around that area, so you probably know more about Hallsville than I do.
Tell you what, I ain't ever heard. Hallsville's good this year.
Yeah. That's true. Couple more scores. Your school, man, Longview, they lead 35-0 against Wiley East.
They're this doesn't surprise me at all. Longview, if they wanted to, they can score whatever they want to score in Wiley.
Oh yeah.
Longview's just on another level. Their defense is so good.
Yeah.
You talk about this Liberty Eylau defense and all the takeaways they get. Longview's not going to have the amount of takeaways, but an entire 8-quarter span, they gave up 7 first downs.
Wow.
They are just nasty on defense. Now, their offense struggles. They're opening up the play calling a little bit. They run the two quarterback deal. They have Jordan Allen, Joshua Thomas. If you remember I believe it's Joshua Thomas. He played at Jefferson last year.
Gotcha.
He was a
Okay.
quarterback.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
So he
yeah.
gets some playing time. They have the #1 wide receiver in the nation on that team. I don't even have to know. I can tell you he's having a big night.
I bet.
But this is, Wiley East, they're not a bad Dallas team. Longview's just a true top 5 team in the state. But there's a big jump from that #4 to #1. Denton Ryan, I don't think anybody in 4A or 5A Division 2 is going to be Denton Ryan. Or 5A Division 1.
They're pretty dominant. They have a lot of talent back from that defending state champion team. I know they lost a few key pieces like Billy Bowman.
They have the #1 linebacker in the nation on that team.
Yeah, Anthony Hill. He's a monster, man. Yeah.
I watched him play first game of the season in the Star against Longview.
Yeah.
And, Longview, I thought at the time, maybe Longview's not as good as I thought they were.
Yeah.
And now I'm finding out they are. Denton Ryan is just
that talented. Yeah. So Longview, I'm sure they're in the same. Are they both Division 1? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you never know. They might meet in the playoffs again.
They'll meet in the playoffs. Denton Ryan beat them last year, 28-7. Denton Ryan. It was like 21-7 the entire game. Denton Ryan didn't score a lot of points last year. They were just better than everybody they played. Yeah. They had that wide receiver that went to University of Texas to play defensive end.
Yeah.
How are you a wide receiver and you go to play defensive end?
They had a couple guys like they had him and then Billy Bowman.
Yeah.
Who
both of their cornerbacks went to Oklahoma or something like a cornerback
that.
and a safety.
Exactly.
To play. I had said they were the most stacked team I've ever seen in high school football. And I kind of got in a little bit of trouble over that because I think I made the comment, there's no way all these kids are from Denton Ryan. It's just not possible.
Yeah, probably not.
They had 16 Division I players.
Come on, what are the odds?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's not possible.
And they had last year. I know they had the big D tackle. He's a top 2023 guy.
Oh my God,
Barry
I forgot
Alexander.
about him.
Yeah,
I forgot about him.
And he left, and I think he's ineligible this year.
I thought he was playing at Duncanville or Allen. One of the
He
two.
was playing at that Brewer school, Fort Worth Brewer. And he got marked. He got tabbed ineligible. I think last week.
Well,
2
that would
weeks
have been
ago.
his fourth school in 4 years.
In a short time frame. So
it's weird the amount of players move around in the Dallas area.
I bet you he'll be the next NLI guy that leaves early.
Why not?
Why not?
You know what I mean? Let's use. Give me a name on this field tonight.
Tracy Revels.
Tracy Revels. If Tracy Revels, let's just say he was a top 5 player in the country,
right?
And he's on let's say a bad football team, and he has an opportunity to leave and make $500,000. Who are we to say, anything about it? Yeah, we don't like it because we're not used to it, but that's the future.
Right.
You have to adapt and change in anything.
That's a life-changing move for a lot of those kids.
Yeah, and Quinn Ewers, to use him as an example out of Southlake, I don't hate on that kid for doing that. He's not going to get to play.
Right.
He literally left for money reasons, but if he does pan out, he'll be the youngest player ever drafted in the NFL, and just off sheer age, he'll go #1 in the draft. So it's probably about more than that $1 million he got.
Absolutely.
And a
lot of people talked about, he's hurting his team. Well, they didn't fall off any without him there.
Well, it is kind of a bad move to do that to your friend.
It is. It definitely is. I totally agree with that. But what I'm saying is the talent level at Southlake Carroll, compared to a lot of other places, like, for instance, if a kid does that at Liberty Eylau, that might hurt, way more at a school like LE than Southlake Carroll, where you have, plenty of millionaires around that area.
Well, it's really not about money. Sometimes.
It's not.
4A down, one player can win you a state championship.
Right.
5A and above, that's not possible.
That's true.
It would be super rare for one player out of 5A school to win you a state championship.
But how many guys have trained at Southlake Carroll for that starting job? They have a history of quarterbacks,
ESPN did a thing, and they were like comparing kids whose parents, let's just say, are wealthy, let's just assume a Southlake Carroll Highland Park quarterback's family's wealthy, and they're spending the money on quarterback coaches and this and that. And there is an actual difference in how well they play.
Yeah.
And you have to assume, they're probably not always going to be the most gifted athletes on the football field.
But they're smart.
Yeah. So I don't necessarily believe that. I think the future, I guess you can always use that to an advantage, but I don't necessarily believe in that. If my kid, I guess I would do it, but I'm not looking to do it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So just to give a couple more scores from around the area, Marshall. Another East Texas matchup here, Marshall versus Jacksonville. Marshall leads 44-14 in the second quarter, so they're putting up some points in the first half down in Marshall.
Well, Jacksonville must be a pretty bad football team this year. I've seen Marshall play twice, have not been impressed at all.
Yeah, they've been down a couple years here.
I don't really know what's going on in Marshall. You would think they would have the athletes.
Right.
I think kind of what hurts them if Elysian Fields is good, those little small schools around them, if they're good, it can really hurt them. Because people like to say Hallsville is real close to Marshall. Hallsville School's 6 miles away from Longview High School.
That's true.
It's really not close to Marshall like people think it is. So they have nothing in that area. You either go to Marshall or you go to Jefferson or Elysian Fields. If you're a football player.
Not a lot of options there, huh? So yeah, I mean, I hope it gets better in Marshall. I know Coach, I think his name's Gradell. He's in his maybe 3rd or 4th year down in Marshall. So hope they can get it all figured out. As they have, historically they have pretty talented guys. I know Taj Washington is a guy that's on USC's team right now, balling out for USC. He's a wide receiver for Marshall. I think he was a true freshman last season, so he's a younger guy. So historically they have talented guys, but we'll see what happens.
Sometimes you just don't have the players.
That's
they may
true.
be going through a dry spell.
Yeah, the well runs dry sometimes.
Yeah.
Everybody can't stay rostered up all the time.
At the end of the day, you want to win, but it's really more about teaching lessons.
That's true. And so the number 4 team in the state, Chapel Hill, they're down 22-7 to Lindale. And so Lindale
doesn't surprise me at all.
Nah, they're coming off a state champion run last year. They lost to Argyle in the state championship, but they still have a lot of talent off that team, I'm sure.
Yeah, that ranking for them, it's just not a true ranking. There's been so many teams lose in that division that it's just not a true ranking to me.
Yeah.
They don't know what to do there, so they're putting teams there that just have a better record than others.
Mount Vernon, who is one of the former Liberty Eylau greats, Davion Hall. He's the offensive coordinator for the Mount Vernon Tigers. They're undefeated on the season, number 6 ranked team in 3A. They're leading 21-15 at halftime against Commerce. And so shout out to Coach Davion Hall, who is a good friend of mine and one of the greats here at Liberty Eylau and played at Baylor. And so I hope to see him continue to thrive as a coach for sure.
Yeah, they're guaranteed 4 rounds. I can see them, playing for a state championship this year. It's all going to come down to that Week 5 game when they play a Region 2 team. We'll find out how good they are.
Gotcha. And a little closer to our area, you have New Boston, who's playing Gladewater, and New Boston trails 27-14.
Gladewater has the number 4 wide receiver in the entire country in the 2023 class.
Wow.
They just can't get him the ball.
They were ranked pretty high to start the year, weren't they?
Well, they played Gilmer.
That says a lot.
Then they played top 10 Kilgore, and Kilgore's 2 divisions up. That's another game they shouldn't have won.
True.
Their quarterback was hurt. Their backup quarterback got hurt. Now, I think they're healthy, but they have a big problem to solve, and it's getting that kid the football. Johnny Levere is a great football coach. I played against him in high school when he was a quarterback at Gladewater. He, if there's a way to win, there's no doubt in my mind he's the guy that's going to do it.
What you told me the other day? You said you had the record for something. You told me something.
Yeah, man. Not too mile horn or nothing, but I did have 4 interceptions in one half of football. You can look it up. Shout out to me. It is what it is, and consequently the team I played on is, there's not been a team. We went 5 rounds deep, and no team's gone 2 rounds since the group I played with left at Spring Hill. So, shout out. And then also, when I was at Longview, I shut down Des Bryant a couple times.
Lufkin guy, huh?
Yeah, you can tag him on Instagram, tell him I said what's up.
I ain't going to do all that.
I'm sure he'll remember getting locked down, my little white boy.
Morgan Smith, huh? He's gonna remember. He's gonna remember that.
He probably wouldn't remember me looking at me now.
Yeah.
But back then, I give Des a business. Des didn't want these problems.
You're a Cowboy fan too. I mean, I thought you might be a Des fan. Are you?
I'm a big time Des fan. I like Des. He's a good dude.
Understood.
He got. It happens to every player.
Yeah, it does. I mean, he gets hurt, and you can't beat Father Time. So hey. It happens to everybody, like you said. So, at least he tried to come back, though. At least he had his attempt to come back. And
man,
wasn't what he was.
$5 million. I'll do dang near anything.
I'll do it too. Come on now, I'll stand on the sideline, hold the water. $5 million right here. Anyways, the number 1 team in 4A, Carthage. They're playing Pleasant Grove tonight. In Carthage.
Let's go ahead and say 4A Division 2. Nobody's better than Argyle.
Yeah.
You put that on paper. Argyle's winning the state championship in 4A Division 1. It is what it is. Carthage, I can't imagine they won't win in 4A Division II. We were joking before we went on air. They probably already ordered the rings.
Absolutely.
What'd you say the score was?
It's 3-0 at halftime.
That's very surprising. Coach Gibson's a really smart football coach. I'm not watching the game, but if I had to guess, I bet you he is milking that clock right now.
Definitely so.
But you know what? That's what you have to do in that situation.
For sure.
Carthage defense is best in state in 4A Division II. Last year they gave up, 7 touchdowns, 3 of them to Gilmer.
I heard they're better this year, just about.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, if you look at the teams they have coming up, they're going to be as good coming up. And then the dang coach's son is going to be a freaking Power 5 guy. He's as good as anybody they've ever had, if not better. So, Will's not going to want to run dry for a long time there.
So, they have he has 8 state championships, I think it is, in his time there in Carthage.
I think he has 9 there. If he wins this year, he'll have the most ever at one school. And I think he has 11 state championships total.
That's wild.
Because he was on the roster at Texas High.
Right.
He was on the roster somewhere else, too, as an assistant. And they won. I don't even think he was an assistant. He was a positions coach.
So, man, all he does is win. So, shout out to Coach Surratt.
Yeah, man, he's just something different,
He definitely is. And his nephew is here on the staff here at Liberty Eylau, the linebacker coach, Coach Dylan Surratt. Mm-hmm. And so hopefully he can bring some of those winning Surratt ways on down here to Liberty Eylau, hopefully. So we'll see how it goes. But that's some of the scores from around the area. And so the Leopard Band is performing here at halftime. So while they perform, we'll take a short break. And you're listening to Leopard Football on 107.1 KTFS and on Texarkana Game Day.
The Liberty Eylau High School Marching Band. The band would like to thank our band students, parents, staff, the administration of Liberty Eylau Independent School District, and the Liberty Eylau community for their continuous support. We would also like to thank one of our new sponsors, Need a Ride Transportation, for providing all of the Leopard Band transport needs. Everyone has to go somewhere. Use Need a Ride for your local and regional transportation needs. Book a ride at needaridetxk.com. Make sure to come visit the band concession stand on the east side of the stadium.
To take the field to start the second half. So we are expecting a exciting half of football here in the second half, as we had just a 20-point offensive display by both teams here in the first half, as the Leopards have 13, the Vandals have 7 points. So great defense played by both teams. And we'll see if the offenses can put up a great display here in the second half of play.
Yeah, I think if the first half's any indication of what's going to happen second, I think we're going to see a slow second half, and that is perfectly fine with the way the game is being played right here. I think Liberty Eylau is a better football team. They're better up front. If they can keep this quarterback from these rolling out and getting wide open, and getting these 8 to 10 yard runs just for no reason at all, which I'm sure they're going to get that taken care of, this could get ugly.
It definitely
could. Van, they're going to have to switch into something where they're not turning the ball over. And I honestly think if they throw the ball 3 times, one of them's going to get intercepted.
That's true.
And the secondary is one of the best secondaries I've seen in a long time. Shout out to them. But, man, I'm going to get back down here, get on my camera, do what I love to do. I'm going to leave this to y'all.
I got you, man. Well, appreciate you joining me. Anytime you want to come up, you know you're more than welcome to.
Well, as long as y'all have food, you know. Your boy's going to come up here and check it out.
We'll make sure we find something for you,
You know.
man. We'll find something for you.
All right, y'all be good.
All right, you too, man. So the Leopards and the Vandals prepare to take the field here for the second half, and so we'll take just a few minutes away from you, and when we come back, we'll have your second half. You're listening to Leopard Football on 107.1 KTFS.
Halftime scores. Longview 35, Longview 0. Paris 0, Anna 0. Blakewater 27, New Boston 14. Carthage 3, Pleasant Grove 0. West Orange Stark 40, Hardin Jefferson 0. Melissa 21, Argyle 0. DeKalb 35, Prairie Land 0. Paul Pewitt 22, Hooks 14. Chisholm 41, Redwater 0. Sabine 17, Atlanta 0. Queen City 20, New Dana 6. Marshall 44, Jacksonville 14. Mount Pleasant 16, White House 7. Mount Vernon 21, Commerce 16. Here come the Leopards.
And welcome back to Harris Field, here on the campus of Liberty Eylau High School, where the Leopards lead the Vandals 13-7 as we get ready to start the second half of football here. This non-district matchup between the Leopards and the number 7 team in the state in Division 4A, Division 2, the Vandals. So we've had a great half of football here in this first half, and let's see what we get in the second half as the Leopards will receive the kickoff to start the third quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a key of some sort with the Chicago Bulls lanyard.
So just to give you a
That has been
short
lost.
recap
You have
of
lost
the
that.
first
Please
half,
report to
once
the press
again,
box.
you had a 78-yard touchdown from Marquarius Price, number 12 of the Leopards. It's a 72-yard touchdown reception from J.J. Hampton. You had a 20-yard touchdown reception from Caden Cooper from J.J. Hampton. And so the Leopards get ready to receive the opening kickoff of the second half. And Zeifer is going to give a short, high kick, and it's going to be fielded right at about the 35-yard line, and he'll be tackled right about there. So let's see where they spot the ball. They spot it at the 34. That's where they'll take over first and 10.
Well, we're starting our offense in the second half.
Leopards will
There's a lot of
take
football
over
left.
first and 10 at their own
A lot of football
34-yard
left.
line.
It is, and the Leopards are hoping to put some points up here on this drive here to start this third quarter with Hampton in at quarterback. Two receivers to the left, single receiver to the right. He's joined in the backfield by Price. And the Leopards have a mishap as the motion man and the tailback run into each other, but
Lamont Hicks on the carry.
he makes the most as he can on that carry. That's actually Hicks in at tailback, not Price.
And number 11, Caden Mitchell.
So just a mishap there, but Hicks picks up 4 yards, even though he ran into his own defender.
Not bad, as long as we're going north, not south.
2nd and 6 from the 38. Hampton rolls to the left. He throws it deep down the field, and it's intercepted by number 25 of the Vandals. That's John Richardson. And so the Leopards have their first turnover here of the ball game. The Vandals will take over first and 10
First and 10 at their own 28-yard
from the 28-yard line. So Hampton had a receiver deep down the field, just didn't put enough air under it. So Rainey leads the offense back onto the field. 1st and 10 from the 28. 11 minutes, 7 seconds left here in the third quarter. Rainey, he's going to keep it himself around the right side, and he's going to run out of bounds after he picks up a gain of 6.
Somebody was coming in hard.
That was Tracy Rebels coming in hard.
Oh, my gosh. He was about to do some damage over there.
The Rebels is ready to knock somebody's head off. Second time tonight he's come in ready to smash something.
He was going to knock it loose, wasn't he?
So Rainey actually picked up 7 on first down. Brings up 2nd and 3. Rainey hands it off inside this time to his tailback. That's Zypher. And he's going to be – they're going to move the chains. Wasn't sure if he was short, but he got just enough.
You got it.
That's the Vandals 39-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 39. Great job there by Zypher, the tailback. Vandals in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. He moves the tailback to his right side.
I'm seeing him call an audible. Uh-oh.
So he does a little shuffle pass on the end around to his receiver, number 12. That's Braden Bradshaw, and he's going to be forced out of bounds by number 44 of the Leopards, Keontae Featherson.
Yeah, Twin looked like he was ready for some action right
About
there.
8 on the play. Bring up 2nd, 2.
So he picked up 8 on first down. Bradshaw did, bringing up 2nd and 2 for the Vandals.
We got to buckle down and play some Liberty Eylau, some good defense.
This time he fakes the handoff to Zypher, keeps it himself around the left side. He makes a couple moves, and he just picks up enough for the first down. Great hard run there by the quarterback, number 7, Rainey.
Rainey's taking some licks. He keeps getting up, though.
He's a tough guy.
49-yard line.
He's an athlete as well. He's been really the focal point of their offense all night long.
He's been their offense for sure.
8 minutes, 57 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. The Leopards lead 13-7. The Vandals have the ball 1st and 10 from the 49. Rainey's under pressure. He's going to just throw it in. It's going to be incomplete. He tried to dump it off to his tailback, number 21, Braden Hullum, but it was short as he had to run for his life. The Leopards were coming for him.
Oh, he's running. What is it, 3rd and 10, 2nd and 10?
2nd and 10 from the 49.
Got to keep making plays. Let's see what Gomez dials up.
Rainey in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff to Zypher. He's going to keep it himself. And oh my God, he breaks a few tackles. He's finally going to be brought down in the backfield by number 9, Michael Riley.
He was wiggling.
And
number 27, W.T. Jones on the tackle. So Rainey, he was working, as you said.
He got some wiggle to him.
But Michael Riley and W.T. Jones got there to bring him down in the backfield to force 3rd and 11. Eight minutes left here in the third. The Leopards lead 13-7. Rainey going to drop back the pass. He finds his 6'5 receiver, Luka Conchas. And he's going to be
takes a lick.
Tackled right short of the first down. Bringing up 4th and I guess about 4 yards. Yeah. So let's see what the Vandals do. They're on the positive side of the 50-yard line. So I don't expect them to punt it, but we'll see. They're not going to punt it. They're going to keep the conventional offense on the field. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. They look to the sideline and get the call. Rainey takes the snap. He rolls out to his left. He's going to run. He's under pressure, and he has the first down still on his feet inside the 25-yard line. He finally runs out of bounds at the 21-yard line. So Rainey wanted to pass, but he didn't have anyone open, so he just calls his own number and gets the first down.
He is their catalyst. He makes them go.
And that's what a dual threat quarterback can do for you right there.
He can make them go.
1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. 6 minutes, 40 seconds here in the third. Rainey Going to fake the handoff inside to Zyfer. He's under pressure. Rolling to his right. He's going to be sacked. Great job there.
That's a huge loss.
That's number 27.
He lost over 10 yards.
W.T. Jones, the brother of Cal. They're brothers. The younger brother, W.T.
Younger brother.
So they're real brothers, and we'll be calling both of their names for a few more years
To come for sure.
So great job there by W.T. Jones getting the sack, bringing up 2nd and 22. That's a loss of 12 yards on first down. Rainey fakes the handoff. He's under pressure again. He's going to roll out, and he's going to throw it in. It's going to be caught by number 4 again. And he gets them back to the original line of scrimmage, about a yard short of it. I think it's going to be 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11 from the 22-yard line.
Good stop by Sean White over there on the sidelines.
Sean White is really playing good this year.
He is. He's active offensively and defensively.
I heard Jeff Wright with our 3rd down music. I love that.
It's money down. 3rd and 11 from the 22. Rainey, he's going to throw it on a screen pass. And he cuts it up inside, and he's going to be tackled right after a gain of about 2 or 3 yards there. That's number 28, Zyfer. Jace Banks in on the tackle.
Like to see seniors making plays.
4th and 8 for the Vandals.
This is a huge down.
They're going to keep the offense on the field on 4th down from the 19-yard line. 4th and 8.
They all look over for the audible.
4 minutes, 45 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Big play in here in the ball game. Rainey, he's under pressure. He's going to take off, and he throws it up, and he catches it. Oh, my God. What a play by number 4.
He caught that one.
The 6'5 receiver, Luka Konchev. He tips the ball up, and he just gets it. So great job there by number 4, Konchev, on 4th down to get the touchdown to tie the game at 13 with the extra point pending. And so they blow the snap dead on the extra point, and there's going to be false start against the Vandals. So it'll bag them up 5 yards on the extra point.
But we gave a valiant effort there.
You did. I mean, you had defenders in play. He's 6'5", so, I mean, Morgan said he doesn't look 6'5" from the field, so he might not be 6'5", but he's still a tall guy, and, I mean, you got to do is put it up for him. He'll go get it. He's done it all year.
Yeah, he's balling.
So number 19, Eylau Hartman, is out to attempt the extra point. Snap is back, kick is up, and it's good. So with 4 minutes, 26 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter, the Vandals take the lead, 14-13. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Leopard Football on 107.1 KTFS and on Texarkana Game Day.
This week's team.
Texarkana Emergency Center, Millway Federal Credit Union, Smiles of Arkansas, Farmers Bank and Trust, and The Dugout. We appreciate each of you for being proud supporters of Leopard football. And so we have the kickoff here following the touchdown, and it's fielded on a bounce by the Leopards. Number 13, Greg London.
He does everything.
He's tackled at the 38-yard line, so that's where the Leopards will take over 1st and 10.
I'm not one to harp on a lot, but you see the missed points in the first half, how they're coming back to sting us a little bit here in the second half. Missed field goals and extra points.
Absolutely. You can't leave points on the field.
Can't leave money on the table at all, especially not in a game like this.
So Hampton is still in at quarterback. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. He hands it off around the left side.
Oh, wow.
And his running back's going to pick up the first down. That's number 25, Ahmad Hicks. On first down, picks up 11 yards.
He runs really hard. Impressive by Mr. Hicks.
He does. He's a senior.
He, you know, I was talking to him the other day. Someone said he brought over a state championship ring. And, you know, winners win.
Winners win, and ballers ball. So he's a baller.
Mm-hmm.
Picks up the first down, 1st and 10 from the 50. So Hampton bobbles the snap, but he gets it and hands it off again to Hicks, and Hicks is going to have some room, and he rumbles all the way from the 50 to the 40-yard line on a gain of 10 yards, which is enough for the first down.
He just drugged that young man 5 yards on his back.
He did, and you see big number 75, Jason, or 65, excuse me, telling him, hey, coach, let's keep rolling. That's Gabe Dow's like, coach, hey, keep running the ball. Let's go.
Gabe Dow's putting his hands on people, pushing them back. I love it. Love to see it.
1st and 10 from the 40. Throws it out on a screen pass to W.T. Jones, but it's going to be incomplete. And I think they blow it dead, as it might have been behind the line of scrimmage. I'm not sure if it was a forward pass or if it was behind the line. But they blow it dead, so
second down.
It's second down.
Doesn't matter. All that hooping and hollering.
Yeah, the Vandals are upset about it, but, I mean,
yeah, okay.
you can't argue with the ref too long about it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you're on the island, so it's what it is, man. Second down, let's go.
I wanted to ask you a question, but I'll leave you alone about that right now, buddy. I'll ask you after the game.
Yeah.
2nd and 10 from the 40. Hampton.
Ooh,
he drops back. He's under pressure. He just has to throw it away as he was dropping back for his life. On 2nd and 10, and they're arguing for a grounding call on the Vandal sideline, but I don't think they're going to get it.
Wasn't grounding.
I don't think so either.
Yell all you want. It's all good. 3rd down.
Third and 10 from the 40. 3 minutes, 19 seconds left here in the third quarter. The Leopards trail 13-14 here in a close ball game against the number 7 team in the state. Hampton throws it out to his receiver. It's caught. He has the first down, and he fumbles. And it rolls out of bounds.
Hampton's pass complete to Lewis.
So
the ball is fumbled out of bounds.
Dodging a bullet.
The Leopards receiver catches the ball. I really can't tell what number that was that caught it.
14, Bo Bart.
But he makes the reception. And as he's running, he fumbles, but the fumble bounces out of bounds right before the Vandals can pick it up. So the Leopards pick up a first down, but we got to take care of the football.
Yeah, that's number 1.
That's Rebels.
Well, no, taking care of the football. Taking care of the football is number 1.
Okay, I thought you were saying that's what it was on the reception, but the Leopards run it inside, and he's going to rumble inside the 10-yard line and picks up enough for the first down. 1st and goal.
That was right up the gut.
Right up the gut.
Putting your hands on the man in front of you, moving human beings. That's what we have to do the rest of the game.
And if you look at our offensive line, look at them. They're huge.
They're huge.
And so great push there to get Hicks inside the 10 to force 1st and goal.
2 minutes left in the third.
It is, and they're going to hand it off again to Hicks, and he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Taking down by number 14, Barton, and number 33, Stanford.
So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left here in the third quarter. The Leopards are trying to punch it in. They trail by 1. 14-13. Hampton is the quarterback. Joined in the backfield by Hicks. And it's a faked handoff inside, and it's caught for a touchdown for Liberty Eylau, but there is a flag on the play. It's caught by number 27, W.T. Jones. Well, let's see what the call is.
Touchdown, Leopards.
As Hampton just faked it inside to Hicks. He pulled it and hit W.T. right across the middle.
Is there a flag?
In the end zone for a touchdown. There was a flag by the back judge by the goalpost, but we haven't got a call yet.
No flag on the play against the Leopards.
And it is against the Leopards.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Leopards.
After the touchdown, though?
That's after the touchdown.
All right, we can deal with that.
And so the touchdown, I believe it will stand.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure kid's going to do some bear crawls for that tomorrow morning.
And I didn't see a lot going on there, but he might have said something or something like that. No telling what it was. But the touchdown will stand, and the Leopards will come out to attempt the 2-point conversion. And they decide to call a timeout. And so we'll take just a short 30-second break. And when we come back, we'll have the 2-point conversion by the Leopards. You're listening to Leopard Football on 107.1 KTFS and on Texarkana Game Day.
Welcome to Texarkana Magazine,
where everyone is famous in their hometown.
Every month, we have the privilege of interviewing guests and sharing their inspiring stories with you.
You can find Texarkana Magazine at many locations around town. Look for us on the first of each month, where we publish a new print issue, and online every Tuesday.
We'd love to connect with you. Check us out online at txkmag.com and follow us on social media.
Stay famous, Texarkana.
And welcome back to Harris Field, where the Leopards are leading 19-14 against the Vandals. And the Leopards are about to attempt a 2-point conversion following a touchdown pass from quarterback J.J. Hampton to number 27, W.T. Jones.
The Leopards will line up for the 2-point
So
conversion.
we await the 2-point conversion attempt by the Leopards. Great offensive drive there, led by number 25, Ahmad Hicks, who rumbled all the way down the field for the Leopards to set them up inside the 10-yard line for that touchdown. So they run a little option with Hampton, and Hampton's going to toss it to the motion man, and it's going to be short of the goal line for a unsuccessful 2-point conversion attempt. So the Leopards still lead 19-14 with 1 minute 53 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. So we want to send a special shout out to all of our sponsors. This broadcast is brought to you by Conterra Networks, Greg Orr Auto Collection, Texarkana Physical Therapy, and Total Medical Supply. We appreciate each of you for being proud sponsors of Texarkana Game Day.
Shout out to everyone listening. Shout out to everyone listening, whether you're listening on the radio or watching on Texarkana Game Day. We appreciate you. I personally do. Tyler Huff, man, he's become the voice of the Leopards. He is the voice of the Leopards. I'm just here. I appreciate it.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm the voice of Tyler, man. I'm just fortunate enough to call this Liberty Eylau Leopard football team, and it's an honor, and it's been an exciting season thus far. And we look forward to hopefully a long season.
I hope so, too.
A long season. That's what we're hoping for.
We talked about it. We want to play through November.
Absolutely. So
we want to play through November. November to remember.
So they're doing good here tonight against the number 17 in Division 4, 4A Division 2, the Vandals, who are 5-0 on the season. And the Leopards line up to kick off to the Vandals. Number 7, Cal Jones, is out to kick. Number 22, DeMarcus Stennett, is back deep to return for the Vandals. And it's a high, short kick. It's going to be fielded right at the 41-yard line by number 11 of the Vandals, Caden Mitchell. He's going to return it all the way out to the 50, and that's where they'll take over first and 10.
That'll take over first.
Ahmad Hicks on that tackle, the running back. So while you watch this broadcast, why don't you go ahead and download the Texarkana Game Day app from the Google Play Store or the App Store. Just go to whichever one you have and type in Texarkana Game Day. Download the app. You can keep up with all the local teams, the streams, the live streams and scores and everything that you need there on that app.
There's a minute 45 left in the third.
Rainey, low snap. He fakes the handoff to Zypher, and he's going to throw it outside to his receiver.
Rainey's pass complete to number 8.
I can't tell the number. That's number 8 for the Vandals. Ryder Schuquist on the reception. What a name. Caught me off guard. Schuquist.
Ryder.
Along with London.
So he picks up enough for the first down all the way to the 39-yard line. First and 10 from there. Rainey hands it off around the right side, and his tailback is going to pick up the first down. That's Zypher again on the carry. Number 1, Tracy Revels, in on the tackle for the Leopards. And Cal Jones is telling the Leopards defense, hey, let's go. Let's get it. So the clock is running inside of 50 seconds.
Need a stop.
First and 10 from the 27. Rainey looks to the sideline, gets the call. 2 receivers to his right, single receiver to his left. Zypher is the single back. And Rainey's going to keep it this time just on a quarterback keep. No, he's going to pull it out to throw. And he has a receiver. He throws it up, and it's caught. What a catch by the receiver, number 16, John Crow. And he catches it for a Vandal touchdown.
That was a broken play. I mean, when you got playmakers, they make plays.
I think it was a design for him to fake the option, and then he pulls it for his receiver to run deep down the field, and he throws it up to the receiver, and he catches it. So great play design and great execution there by the Vandals, and the extra point attempt is good as well. So with 26 seconds left to go here in the third quarter, the Vandals retake the lead 21-19. So we'll just stay here while we only have a few seconds left to go here in this third quarter. So we've seen this Vandal offense wake up a little bit here in this second half. So this Leopard defense has got to step up. And just to remind you, me and my partner here, Mr. Gill, every Tuesday morning, we're live on 107.9 The Fan from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. with the Power Hour with Huff and Gill.
It's a great show. Come check us out. I love it.
So join us every Tuesday morning from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. live on 107.9 The Fan. And wake up and start today with me and my co-host, Mr. Earl Gill.
Yeah, man, we talk about everything, lifestyle, sports, politics, mostly Leopards, whatever. That's what me and Tyler are on Tuesdays. I love it.
So the Vandals come out to kick off to the Leopards. Number 19, Eylau Hartman has the ball set up on the tee. Back deep to return for the Leopards is number 6, Chris Lewis, and number 3, Ian Jones. And it's an onside kick, but the Leopards recover.
They tried to catch us snapping, but no, we're wide awake and we are locked in and focused.
So Ahmad Hicks catches the onside kick right at the 45-yard line. And that's where they'll take over first and 10.
That's a big play. That's a big play. Just recovering the onside kick, calming down the momentum And now the Leopards can just keep going and going and going.
So Hampton comes out in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right, and the snap is on the ground. And Hampton's just going to hop on it, and so the Leopards will lose about 6 yards on first down. The clock is inside of 10 seconds here in the third quarter. And so I'm sure that'll be the last play of the quarter. And it will be. So at the end of the third quarter, the Vandals lead the Leopards 21-19. We'll take a short break and come back with the fourth quarter of action. You're listening to Leopard Football on 107.1 KTFS and on Texarkana Game Day.
If you're thinking of building or remodeling, start your project with Red River Lumber and the Design Center. Our full-line lumber yards are stocked with the building materials you need for your project. The Design Center offers doors and windows, flooring, cabinetry, countertops, appliances, and more. And our team will help guide your project every step of the way. Take advantage of our custom kitchen design service. We'll help visualize your project with a 3D rendering of how your new space will look. Red River Lumber and the Design Center is proud to be a day one sponsor of Texarkana Game Day.
Back to Harris Field, where it is the beginning of the fourth quarter, and the Leopards trail the Vandals 21-19.
This is a huge quarter.
It is. It's a huge quarter. The Leopards have the ball, 2nd and 16 from the 38-yard line. So Hampton is the quarterback. He's joined in the backfield by number 25, Ahmad Hicks.
2nd and 16, huge. This whole position is huge.
So let's see what this Leopard offense can do here on this drive, hoping to retake the lead here in the fourth quarter. Hampton rolls to his right. It's a flag thrown. He throws it as incomplete, but there is a flag on the play.
Incomplete. There is a penalty on that play.
Not sure what the call is. It's in the area of holding or so. So we'll just wait and see what they call. So they haven't given us a signal yet, but just off the general area of where the flag is thrown, that's usually a holding call.
A holding against the Leopards.
It is a hold against the Leopards.
Penalty was declined to bring
and it's declined, so it'll bring 3rd and 16 for the Leopards from the 38. So this is a big third down if you are the Leopards, trailing by 2 points. So they come out in the shotgun. He sends a receiver in motion. That's number 21, Walker. Hampton drops back. He steps up and he completes a pass to.
Hampton's pass falls incomplete.
Actually, it's incomplete. Intended for number 6, Chris Lewis. And so that'll force fourth down for the Leopards.
Fourth down for the Leopards.
Well, that was a. That was. I don't know. I was watching the sequence there of the offensive possession, and you know, I mean, our defense is gonna have to come out and make some stops. It's 21-19. We still got like 11:45 left for the end of regulation, for the end of the game, and
so I mean, that's what happened when you have a few negative plays in a row. We had a fumbled snap on first down, then we had a holding on the next play, and so that's what happens. And so the Leopards punt to the Vandals, and number 25 for the Vandals, John Richardson, returns the punt all the way down to the 46-yard line, and they will take over 1st and 10 from the 46.
They will, and now I've heard the band start playing, so they're going to play continuously for the fourth quarter, and we love to hear that.
We do. And shout out to Mr. T. Randall Taylor and Miss Stephanie Nelson, who are the band directors here at Liberty Eylau, and they always have the band jamming on Friday nights.
Oh, yeah, it's rocking. We got to keep Harrisfield rocking. We need a big stop here defensively. Let's just calling it how I see it. We need one.
1st and 10 from the 46. Rainey fakes the handoff inside to Zyper. He's going to keep it himself around the right side, and he breaks the tackle still on his feet, and he's going to finally step out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. Number 9, Michael Riley, forces him out of bounds. He steps out at the 48, actually. So it'll be 2nd and 4. So Rainey has picked up a lot of yards with his legs tonight.
Oh, yeah, he's been moving.
So this time he hands it off inside to Zyper, and Zyper is going to pick up
28, Zyper on the carry.
enough for the first down. So that'll move the chains. He needed 4 yards and got 6.
Yeah, they, this hasn't been just no aired out offensive showing. It's been a back and forth slugfest. We gotta punch back one more time.
11 minutes left here in the ball game. Rainey is going to fake the handoff to Zyper. He's going to keep it himself around the left side, and he's going to be forced out of bounds after a gain of 3 yards on first down.
Number 5, Shepard.
So number 5, Keanu Shepard, forces him out of bounds. The cornerback.
We have to keep that going.
He runs out of bounds, so that stops the clock at 10 minutes, 53 seconds left here in the ball game. 2nd and 7 from the 40. Rainey lines up in the shotgun. He fakes the handoff to Zyper. He pulls it. He's under pressure, and he throws a low pass that falls incomplete for number 8, Ryder Schuquist.
He gets a little antsy, and he doesn't make good passes on the run.
He's so jitterbuggy, man. I guess he's moving so fast. He doesn't know if he wants to run or throw. That's what it is. That pressure's on him, and it's a quick decision, so, hey. Brings up 3rd and 8. Big third down here.
Money down.
10 minutes, 46 seconds left here in the ball game. Trips to the right, single receiver to the left. Rainey throws it to number 4. It's caught. That's his big receiver, Luka Concha. And it's enough to pick up the first down for the Vandals.
How did he catch that, I wonder?
He high-pointed the ball. That's how he caught it.
Well, I mean, no one else was moving on their team except him.
That's why he has the most receptions on their team.
Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.
Makes a lot of sense. He came into the ball game with over 500 yards receiving, 11 touchdowns, and he has 1 touchdown tonight on a crazy play earlier in the ball game. 1st and 10 from the 22. 10 minutes, 10 seconds left here in the ball game. The Vandals were driving. Rainey's going to hand it off to Zyper, and Zyper's going to have a hard run all the way down to the 19-yard line. Number 1, Tracy Revel, steps up and makes the tackle. So they're just mixing it up with a few simple run plays on 1st and 2nd down and see what they can get there. And on 3rd down, they've been throwing it. So 2nd and 1, I'm sure they'll run it with Rainey here. Let's see.
We need a stop. We need a defensive stop.
But I tell you, it's Mr. Rainey. He keeps it for himself, and he's picks up the first down all the way to the 6-yard line, where it will be 1st and goal for the Vandals. So just as I predicted, Rainey will call his own number, and he did just that and picked up the first down all the way to the 6-yard line. The Vandals look to extend their lead, leading 21-19 with 9 minutes left here in the ball game. Rainey hands it off inside to Zyper, and Zyper is going to get into the end zone for another Vandal touchdown. So the Vandals extend their lead to 27-19. The extra point pending.
Extra point pending makes it a 9-point ball game.
That's where those extra points kind of hurt you. We missed the extra point, we missed the 2-point conversion, and so that's 3 points we left there out on the field.
Missed a couple field goals.
So the extra point attempt is no good. He missed it. So with 8 minutes, 49 seconds left to go here in the ball game, the Leopards trail the Vandals 19-27. We'll take a short break and come right back with more Leopard football on 107.1 KCFS and on Texarkana Game Day.
This is Brian from Flying Burger and Seafood, inviting you to join us for the fastest and freshest casual dining experience in Texarkana. Whether you're hungry for a freshly ground hamburger, the tastiest fried catfish, or some of our amazing grilled seafood or chicken, we have what you want, just the way you like it, and always with a smile. Fast, casual dining, just the way you like it. Flying Burger and Seafood, Summerhill Road. Oh yeah, don't forget to top it off with the biggest, baddest cinnamon roll you've ever had. See you soon.
Welcome back to Harris Field, where the Leopards trail the Vandals 27-19 here in the fourth quarter.
And I know that they just scored on us, but this is still a one-possession ball game.
Absolutely. We're down 8 points, and so we have an opportunity here on offense to possibly tie the ball game if we can get inside the end zone.
If we can reach pay dirt, get the 2-pointer, we're back in business.
So the Vandals send a high pooch kick, and it's fielded by the Leopard returner, and he has a nice little decent return out to about the 45-yard line.
I mean, all I saw was green grass and no white jerseys around him. I don't know what happened, how he got out of bounds, but man.
The Leopards will set up 1st and 10.
So the Leopards take over 1st and 10 from the 45. Actually, they're going to mark it at the 40. Looks like about the 47. I can't tell just yet. No, it's the 45.
It's 45.
Yeah, the down guy, the down marker was moving forward on me. 1st and 10. 8 minutes, 40 seconds left to go here in the ball game. Hampton hands it off to Price, and he's going to be stopped in the backfield. It's number 14, Bo Barton, the leading tackler for the Vandals, in on the tackle.
14, Barton.
Number 21 also assisted on that tackle, Braden Hullum.
Yeah, we got to get some continuity going on the run game like it was in the first half.
2nd and 12 from the 43. Jones moves in motion. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Hampton fakes the handoff. He looks. And it's caught.
Whoa.
And it's a big catch.
Wow.
And he's all the way inside the 10 to the 5.
Touchdown. Touchdown.
Liberty Eylau.
Touchdown.
Great job there.
Hampton pass complete to
Hampton
12, Price.
completes it to number 12, Marquarius Price, for another Liberty Eylau touchdown.
2 touchdowns for MQ. He's rolling.
And I think it might have been the same play.
It looked like it.
I think it was.
MQ is rolling. We have to score here. This is a big extra point conversion.
Yes, sir. So the Leopards trail by 2, 27-25, and they come out to attempt the 2-point conversion.
And I know the guys in Austin aren't listening, dudes in Dallas, but they predicted this right. They were 3-point underdog. Hey, this game was in a point or so. They were right. Those guys were right.
So Hampton is under center this time, and they're going to blow it dead. They're going to blow it dead, and let's see. It's either offsides or false start.
Delay of game against the Leopards.
And it's delay of game, actually, against the Leopards. So we will lose 5 yards on the 2-point conversion attempt. And that's something you cannot do.
Not in this stage, in this point of the game.
Not at this point in the ball game, not at this spot.
Everything is so crucial right now in this non-district game.
So Hampton passes it, and it's incomplete. So the Leopards tried to pass on the 2-point conversion, and it's incomplete. And so the Leopards
7:51 to play.
trail 27-25 with 7 minutes 51 seconds left to go here in the ball game.
Still time.
Still time, and we need a big stop by this defense. Defense has balled out all season long. They have 20 forced turnovers so far this season, 3 tonight. Now is the time when you need one.
We need one. We need one bad.
So the band has cranked up that baller. What you know about that baller, Earl? I don't think Earl knows nothing about that, man.
A better way, yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
I think the land, man. You don't have land without Eylau, so.
Oh, man. So Earl gives you tunes while we wait on the kickoff.
I love it. Shout out Lil Troy.
So Jones brings the kickoff team onto the field.
Jones sets the kick.
I don't know if there's if there's a better band like within 500 miles than this Liberty Eylau Leopard. The Sonic Boom Band.
He just made a name up right there, huh?
Hey, man. The greatest sound in town, baby.
He just made his own name up for the band, guys.
The greatest sound in town.
He said the Sonic Boom. So Jones gets a high, deep kick to number 22 of the Vandals, Stennett.
Need a play.
And he's going to have room all the way to the 35-yard line. They'll mark him at the 36. That's where they'll take over.
Our guys are flying around a little harder, man. Maybe that old Mo, it might have flipped switches this time.
So let's see if the Leopard defense can force a stop or another turnover, because they have 3 tonight.
We need a turnover. We're down 1, man. We're scratching that 1 point, man. We're chasing a point right now.
2 points.
Yeah.
27-25.
Oh, we're chasing 2 points. Okay. Well, we don't want this game to come down to a field goal.
Have we converted on 2-point conversions, extra point attempts, field goals? We're winning this ball game. So we've left quite a few points on the field tonight, but we're only 2 points down to the number 17 in the state. And so Van takes a timeout, so we'll take a short timeout. You're listening to Leopard Football on 107.1 KTFS and on Texarkana Game Day.
Talia wanted more from life. She always wanted to work in the medical field, but she put her career plans on hold to raise a family. Now it's her time. She enrolled at Texarkana College to train for a high-paying career in a fast-growing industry. And thanks to financial aid, she isn't going into debt to do it. Start here at Texarkana College.
And welcome back to Harris Field here on the campus of Liberty Eylau High School.
Yeah, I know every time I talk, I say this is a big down, this is a big this is a big that. This is really a big offensive possession. We get the ball back, hopefully we can get another score, and hopefully good guys can walk up out of here.
So let's see if this defense can force a stop, get the ball back, and hopefully we can get some points on the board. 1st and 10 from the 36. And I thought I saw movement, but I guess I didn't, and he hands it off to Zypher, and Zypher is going to be stopped after a gain of about 3 yards by number 9, Michael Riley, and number 1, Tracy Revels.
58 guard. Lewis also assisted on the play.
So he picked up a gain of 4 yards on 1st down, bringing up 2nd and 6 from the 40. 7 minutes, 15 seconds left here in the ball game. Clock's ticking. Leopards trail by 2. I'm sure Van will try to milk the clock as much as they can. Hands it off inside to Zypher. Zypher's going to pick up the 1st down, and
Zypher on the carry.
He's all the way down to the 48-yard line. So on 2nd down, Zypher picks up the 1st down. He's done pretty good tonight, Zypher.
Oh yeah, they've really attacked us with their ground game. I'm looking at our back end; those guys look tired, and our front 4 guys, man, they look tired. Can't be tired now though.
First and 10 for the Vandals. 6:25 left here in the ball game, and Zeifer is on the carry, and he's going to pick up a gain of about 5 yards. Number 1, Tracy Revels, and number 11, Sean White, in on the tackle. Picked up 4. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Got it. We have to have a stop.
Clock still running inside of 6 minutes. Rainey going to hand it off again to Zeifer. Zeifer is going to be tackled short of the first down after a gain of about 2 yards. Going to bring up 3rd down. He picked up 4 actually. 3rd and 2. Big down here.
It's a huge down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Rainey here. Let's see.
We need a stop if we ever have this game.
And Rainey's going to hand it to Zeifer, and Zeifer's going to pick up just enough for the first down. So he jitterbugged his way around the left side and picked up just enough to move the chains.
I mean, I don't think that man is going to put it in the air any.
No, they're just going to let that clock run.
Let that clock run. They're up 2. Slow, methodical. 4 minutes left. We have to have a stop.
They've milked the clock from 7 minutes down to 4:40. Still ticking. He hands it off again to Zeifer. Inside, Zeifer is going to break a tackle. He picks up the first down all the way down to the 30-yard line. So that'll move the chains for the Vandals.
Thought I saw a fumble there.
He was taken down by number 57, Frederick, and number 52, Page.
Clock still ticking. The Leopards have 2 timeouts left here in the ball game. Ball on the 30-yard line. The Leopards trail the Vandals 27-25. We need to stop here. Rainey in the shotgun. He's going to pull it this time. He keeps it himself around the right side. He's just going to slide.
Rainey.
So on first down, he picks up a gain of 2 or 3 yards.
About the Liberty Eylau 28-yard line.
They're going to give him 3. Bring up 2nd and 7.
Well, they're really holding the ball, man. I'm just watching that time, man. It's coming off.
3:30 left here in the ball game. Leopards still trail by 2. Rainey is going to hand it off to Zeifer, and Zeifer is going to break a tackle, and he's going to pick up the first down.
On the carry, taken down by number 7, Cal Jones.
So Zeifer has gotten a load on this drive, and he's giving the Leopards all they wanted on this drive.
Yeah, Van has 2 really dynamic running backs in the quarterback and their tailback.
Then you add the number 4 in at receiver and got a good trio there.
Triplets.
Quarterback makes it go.
For sure.
Clock inside of 3 minutes, down to 2:55. First and 10 from the 19. Rainey going to hand it off to Zeifer. Zeifer is going to fight hard as much as he can.
Taken down by number 1, Rebels, number 27, W.T. Jones.
It's number 27, W.T. Jones, and number 1, Tracy Revels, in on the tackle for the Leopards.
Man, you hear, I don't know, man. I watched them. They've ran off 5 minutes of the clock. I keep watching this clock.
I told you they were going to take off as much time as they could.
I'm amazed that they're able to shed that much of the clock off. Like it's like almost to a minute.
2:11 on the clock. Rainey is going to keep it himself on 2nd down. Around the left side, he's just going to slide just a yard short of the first down marker.
On the keeper, slides down at about the 10-yard line of the Leopards.
And the Leopards call a timeout.
Smart move.
So we'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Leopard Football on 107.1 KTFS and on Texarkana Game Day.
A shield against the elements. Comfort in the midst of chaos. Shelter in the aftermath of destruction. For 75 years, Shelter Insurance has remained true to our promise to be there when you need us most. This is the heartbeat of our company, our why. Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life.
In Arkansas, see Brian Bolt for a free insurance review.
Welcome back to Harris Field, where the Leopards trail the Vandals 27-25. Here with just a few minutes left here in the ball game, and the Vandals are facing 3rd and 1 from the 11-yard line. So if you're this Leopard defense, you need a stop here. 2 minutes, 1 second left in the ball game, trailing by 2, 3rd and 1. Let's see what happens here on the 3rd down play.
Huge 3rd down. Probably going to run it. Got to stop it regardless.
It's been a big dose of the running back on this drive. They give it to him again on 3rd down.
Oh, wow.
He's running outside for his life, and he's going to be tackled in the backfield by number 1, Tracy Revels.
Wasn't he knocked out of bounds?
They said he stayed in bounds, so they're going to keep running the clock. Clock runs inside of 2 minutes, down to 1:35. 4th and 4 for the Vandals, and it's a timeout. Timeout, Liberty Eylau. So this might be just the biggest play of the ball game, as the Vandals face 4th and 4 from the 13-yard line, leading the Leopards by 2 points. So with the stop here, the Leopards will get the ball and hopefully can drive the field and get into the end zone. So while we have a second, we want to give a special shout out to our sponsors. Thank you to Conterra Networks, Greg Orr Auto Collection, Texarkana Physical Therapy, Total Medical Supply, Texarkana Emergency Center, Millway Federal Credit Union, and Farmers Bank and Trust. We thank each of you for being proud supporters of Texarkana Game Day and Liberty Eylau Leopard Football.
Yeah, it's a big down right here, man.
4th down, and the Vandals and the Leopards have retaken the field for the biggest play yet of this game. 4th and 4 from the 13. Rainey's going to keep it himself. And let's see, I don't know.
No, he didn't get it.
He might have got it, he might not have got it. He's right at the marker. Let's see where they mark it.
Taken down by number 56, Devin King.
They haven't given a signal yet. They might measure.
We're going to have a measurement.
And we are. We're going to have a measurement. And so the biggest play of the ball game comes down to a measurement.
I mean, basically, this is it.
Yeah, with the 1st down here, the Vandals probably have sealed the ball game as the Leopards have no timeouts remaining. And the Vandals are inside of the 10-yard line, but the Leopards might have made a stop on 4th down. Let's see here. And he's short. The Leopards have forced a turnover on downs on the biggest play of the ball game. 4th and 4.
I literally feel like I felt
my partner just almost fainted on me.
The other day I had a presentation at our district leadership team meeting, and I almost passed out giving my presentation. I just felt that same feeling right then.
Oh, I wish y'all could just see that, man. My partner just almost fainted on me. Oh my God. So the Leopards take over 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line. They have to go 90 yards in 1 minute 24 seconds.
That sounds like a lot.
They trail by 2.
I'm going to have a hard day. We get it right. We probably there at 1:30. I'm going to go crazy.
So here we go. Biggest drive of the game, of the season. Hampton sends the receiver in motion, drops back to pass. He steps up in the pocket. He's going to be sacked. That's number 6. That's the first time we've called his name tonight. The defensive tackle, KD Eskren.
Yeah, I got to stand up.
And the clock is running inside of 1 minute, 20 seconds.
A lot of the fans are standing up. This is a big sequence here.
So there's a stoppage of play on the field. Not sure what the discussion is here.
Maybe a flag on Van. And adding 15 seconds.
So we'll wait on the officials to give us a call here. But I really didn't see anything. They walk over to Coach Davis to discuss with Coach Davis what's going on here. So I'm not sure, but Hampton was sacked on the play, and they're going to keep the ball where it was. One minute, 9 seconds left here in the ball game. The Leopards trail by 2 with the ball, hoping to score here. And so they adjust the clock from 109 to 105 remaining.
I don't know where that came from.
I don't either, but
it's okay.
It is what it is. Got to make the most of it.
65 seconds.
Second down. 15 for the Leopards. Clock's running. Hampton. He throws it down the field and intercepted. Number 5 of the Vandals, Reed Parrish, intercepts Hampton's pass, which was intended for number 2, Caden Cooper. So with 54 seconds left in the ball game, the Vandals take over 1st and 10, and I'm sure they'll kneel the clock out.
Well, you know, I mean, it's okay.
Hard-fought game here.
Hard-fought game against a top state-ranked team. It's okay. It's okay.
We left few points on the field, which really was the difference here in the ball game. We're not having lost just yet, but we trailed by 2 with 54 seconds left here in the ball game. I mean, we missed 2 two-point conversions. We missed 2 extra point attempts, and we missed a field goal attempt. So, I mean, that's quite a few points right there. If you ask me, I think that's about 8 or 9 points. So, I mean, hey, if you get those, at least maybe 1 or 2 of those plays, you convert on 1 or 2 of those plays, I think that makes a difference here in this ball game. So the Leopards defense will come out with 54 seconds left in the ball game, and the Vandals lined up in the victory formation, and Rainey takes the snap, and he's going to take a knee.
Well, the experts said that it would be a 3-point game.
They were one off, huh?
They were one off. They were close. You know.
This is progress from what we saw last year against the Vandals, though.
Oh, completely. All week, the past 2 weeks, people have been asking me, are y'all 35 points better than y'all were last year? Tonight shows you that we are. We aren't rebuilding, we're reloading. And, like, you know, in the grand scheme of things, this is the end of our first season. Our second season starts next week here. We will host North Lamar
next week. So open district.
Have a safe trip home.
And,
enjoy the weekend.
You know, as you said, that's the second phase of the season. You know, this is the first phase. They finished the first part of the season 3-2. But as you said, we open district next week here at home against North Lamar. That'll be an exciting ball game. And so we want all of you who can to come out here to Harrisfield next week and check out the Leopards against the North Lamar Panthers. We greatly appreciate each of you for joining us here on 107.1 KTFS and on Texarkana Game Day. We pray that those who are here at the game have a safe travel home, that each of you have a great night. You've been listening to Liberty Eylau Leopard Football on 107.1 KTFS and on Texarkana Game Day. I'm Tyler Huff with my partner Earl Gill.